ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our thoughts on Battle Legends Volume 3. My thoughts on Star Wars Epic Duels. Got to play that. And we're going to let you guys know how strong Battle Legends Volume 3 is when this Captain's Log, Episode 18, returns.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Captain, urgent news from the General.
Why not really blow it up, Captain?
Captain's log. Embarking into hostile environment.
I'm giving out all she's got, Captain.
Captain.
No, Captain. They're alive.
Alright, sad times. It's not there. Oh no, we're in color. No.
Not
Not like this.
No. What's happening? What are these colors?
Alright, we're fine. We did it. That was quick. Hey. How you doing?
Hey, man. Sorry, I'm looking over my notes. Sorry.
No. We're good. You're good. Guys, I'm running on 2 hours of sleep. So I'm gonna give you everything I have. I'm gonna give it all.
Coffee. Guys, he doesn't drink coffee. Isn't that crazy?
I don't drink coffee.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, guys, we're gonna break that down. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about the characters. We're gonna talk about all our thoughts on them. Literally, all of our thoughts. I'm not gonna hold back any thoughts.
Guys, I'm scared.
We could go forever.
Yeah,
this could
we
be an eternal stream.
we really could.
But first, Crockpots. I got a letter. It
We
says
just got
to
a letter.
Captain Crockpot and his lackey. Apparently he takes some shots at me in this one. That's all I'm gonna say. I have to read it. He taped it.
And his lackey. That's just rude.
Yeah. Guys, this is the manifesto. Alright, this is Greg's manifesto.
It would have been funnier if you had put to O-Town and his lackey. That would have been funnier.
What? I don't. That just feels disrespectful. This is a lot of text.
Oh my gosh. We haven't shouted out the Crockpots yet.
Oh my. Okay.
Is this good?
Read the letter and then pull out what's in the bag, in the envelope.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and don't look at it yet. Just. By the way, he shows this to his wife. They watch this.
Does he really?
Yeah, she loves it. And then
Come on.
And then she
Come
starts
on.
watching 10 seconds after this, and she's like, "This is too boring. Let's leave." But she loves this part. So hi,
I'm
hey
hurt.
guys. Hey
I'm
guys.
not going to say your name, but you know who you are.
Nice, great job.
Yeah, see?
I told him about that.
Yeah, whoops.
All right, here we go.
I've prepared a statement. This is a message to the captain. I will use your manservant to be my mouthpiece.
It's you.
No, I know.
Carry on.
Do you think I failed to watch last episode? I know of your scheming behind my back. Does your loyalty go to the highest bidder? Heed this warning. An enemy can never betray you. That's profound. It takes someone you love to shatter your trust. If you strip me of my freedom of speech, then I will treat you like the tyrant you are. Your defeat will be swift, as my skills are unmatched.
Yeah, I do respect the pun there.
The wordplay.
Wordplay, that's better. All right, and then please reveal what's in the bag.
We have a gift
I'm shocked.
from a loyal
I'm
patron.
shocked and I'm bummed about this. And this is...
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, guys, listen, we do not support this action on our channel. We do not stand by this
Dude.
action.
Okay.
This is offensive in multiple ways, and I'll explain why. But
If your kids are watching with you,
yeah, avert their eyes.
cover their eyes. Yeah. Is that not horrific?
The bow. He even got the bow.
He broke his bow. His one thing that he had going for him.
How can you do that?
And guess what else was in the package?
His head.
His head was in the package.
How can someone do this?
What a monster.
What a monster. Guess what? Guess who gave him Robin Hood and Bigfoot? I did.
Yeah.
As a gift. Out of the kindness of my heart. And he cut his head off.
To make a point.
To make a joke. He's out of his mind.
Dude.
All right. I don't know what to respond. I don't know what to make of that. I should feel like I should be worried.
I mean, it sounds like he's sending a message like that's gonna happen to your minis if you don't.
I think it was bigger than that, but.
You think bigger than that? You think he's gonna? Can this be monetized? Is this really where we're going? Are we going down this road?
Don't go that way. Don't go down that road.
Right.
All right. Well, you know what,
being
guys?
recorded.
Anyways, shout out to the Crockpots. Yeah, he's one of them. So here we go. We have our copper Crockpots, Bromantic, Greg's, and Woa, Chrome Crockpots, Jeremy, Bard S Tier, Alien, Cameo Joe, 619 Sports, O-Town, Camo Crockpot, Matt Rod, and Captain Crockpot, CityRunner. Thank you guys for your support. If you want to be a Crockpot, a Patreon supporter, go to patreon.com/Captain Crockpot. Help us make high quality content such as this. So, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, Star Wars. Let me start with Star Wars. Actually, let me read the chat first because obviously that was crazy. Okay, remind me, guys. We will talk about Loki. We will address that. No coffee guy too. Nice, Jeremy. Heck yeah. Beardface is colorblind. He has no idea that we've changed anything so far.
Forget we said anything.
Okay. All right, everything else is just about Loki and how to play against him. So we will help you guys.
All the comments are?
We'll help you with that. Yeah, just a conversation.
Huh.
So first things first. Here we go. So let me send you the images I'm talking about, so that you can know what that is. Sending them to O-Town. So I played Star Wars Epic Duels.
Mm-hmm.
For those who don't know, that is the game that Restoration Games restored into Unmatched. Okay? I'm glad I played it. I think everybody that plays Unmatched should play Star Wars Epic Duels. Everyone should. You will be so frustrated. You'll be so mad. So, my friend Jared, he came. He was visiting, and he brought Star Wars Epic Duels.
Shout out to Jared.
Shout out to Jared. He's in the pics right here. So, it's guys, listen. There's a lot. This game, I believe it came out in 2000 or something. Okay, there's a lot that the game does right. My biggest takeaway was this: that if you were to never play Unmatched, like in 2000, this game would have been awesome. It would have been the coolest thing ever. There'd be like no complaints. You wouldn't think about the complaints that you have.
Yeah.
We think about them clearly because we have Unmatched.
Right.
And it's so good. Mm-hmm. And it's so thought out.
So streamlined.
Yeah. The things make sense. Mm-hmm. So let me walk you through the things that make no sense from Star Wars Epic Duels.
Okay.
I'll start with the bad and I'll end with like some more positive. So here's how the actions work. Okay, I'm looking at picture number 2. It has a little guide next to it. First off, your health dials. There is no health dial. It's just slide the little chit. That's what they're called, guys. Chits. CHIT, I believe. Slide the chit across, and it's weird because like apparently you're supposed to. And guys, I'm doing the rules I was taught. If I do something wrong, let me know in the chat. But this is what I was taught. The rules are, the chit moves upwards, and when you hit 18 or the red dot, you die, which is weird just to begin with. Is that Greg's?
Yeah.
What do you say? Okay, don't. All right. So it's weird that you're adding up, that it's like going the bigger number. It felt really weird. It's also, guys, the health dials, such an improvement. This is such an improvement. It can't be understated.
Yeah.
Can you imagine 27 of those for T-Rex and you're just sliding it and then oh, you bumped it. Now it's done. All right, that's huge. On your turn, the very first thing you do on your turn, both players do this on their turn, like you roll a dice.
Yeah.
The dice has a bunch of numbers from like 2 to 5, and the either says all or it just doesn't say all. If it says all, you can move all of your fighters. If it doesn't, you can only move your hero. And this is the biggest problem in the game. If I'm 3 spaces away from you and I'm melee, and I roll a 2, I can't attack you this turn. Do you know how stupid that is? Do you know how frustrating that is? That was so... Every time it happened. We even house ruled it immediately. I was like, we got to house rule this. So basically, we house ruled it with... We played by the dice, but it was... Everything was an all. You could always move all your guys.
Yeah.
Because there's body blocking somewhat, but not really. It's like... Oh, combat. Guys, combat is line of sight.
Right.
It's not zones. Zones are clean. Zones are so clean.
Yeah.
It makes thematically you can be like, well, it doesn't make sense. Why can't I attack you from here? But here? Okay. But it does. It's fine. Thematically, it's fine. Line of sight should not be in any game that is for streamlined play in any way.
Your character has to be facing that direction?
It is. You look at the boxes, the squares on the board.
Yeah.
And I have to be able to draw a line from my square to your square. But it's not just a game that does it pretty well is Imperial Assault. So it's a Star Wars game, and it's a great game, really good game. But you are drawing a line from, if you can draw a line from your corner to the person you're shooting at's corner without going through anything else, anybody else, you can hit them.
Okay.
That makes sense. This was not that easy. It's not that simple. There's diagrams, charts, and it was I don't know if we can attack you or not. I have no idea. It got so clunky. So that was a big problem. That was very huge. So you roll, and then you can attack. So your actions are draw a card, play a card, or heal a character. You heal a character by discarding. There's no boosting. Every card that's not a scheme, basically, has an offense and a defense, kind of like UMA.
But that's your versatile card, I guess? Or that's how you would... you heal for whatever the defense is or whatever?
It's just basically, you can only heal when all your sidekicks are dead, and then you would just play their card. You basically just discard their card. It never... Yeah, the gameplay was just so simple. At every turn, I was just thankful for Restoration Games. That was my takeaway was, man, thank you, Restoration Games, for what you have done. Because, when you play that game, you can see all the work that they put in to get it right. And they did a really good job. They thought through a lot of things, and they fixed the boosting, the maneuvering being a draw and then and movement attached. Genius.
Yeah.
End of your deck, you run out, you start taking damage. Genius.
In this, that doesn't happen?
No.
You shuffle it back in?
You shuffle back in. If you get through it a second time, then you lose.
Wow. Okay.
How
big is your deck?
I have no idea.
Okay.
It was these small cards about this thick, maybe 30 cards. It might have been 30. 2 copy cards max. Basically, there's not really a lot of 3 copies.
So pretty inconsistent.
There wasn't very much variety. It was you have each character probably had 4 different cards, and then everything else was attack for 4, heal for 1, or block for 1. Attack for 3, block for 2. Attack for 5, block for 1. Like that. It was just kind of arbitrary.
I'm seeing very very basic effects too. After you attack, you can move a bunch of spaces.
Yes. Yeah, so there are certain characters do different things. So it still has that same feel.
Maul's all about movement.
Maul was about action gain, so he had these action gain attacks. Pretty cool.
You can play when Maul is attacking, is what it looks like.
And then Obi-Wan Kenobi could do draw, and draw is super important in this game. Action gain was also really cool.
Yep.
It was neat. It was neat to play it. I'm glad I played it. I don't want to ever play it again. I never will play it again. I'm
once you've
why would we play it when we get this? It does absolutely make you want Star Wars Unmatched.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, that would be fun. That would be really fun. It's a fun idea bringing Star Wars into the game and playing them, and you're like, okay, this kind of feels like Darth Maul. It kind of feels like, so nothing close to Unmatched. Unmatched, when you put it on the board, you're like, okay, I am this person. It was fun too. Levi he went and found all of his Star Wars figures, these little minis that he has that I let him play with, and he brought them out, and so he was playing with his Star Wars guys on his little tower next to me, and so that was cute. There's a picture of that. And then after that we played positives. So positives about I told you the feel, the theme, enjoyed it. They had little minis like for sidekicks too, pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
If Restoration Head Games had done that for all the sets, it'd be really cool. But since they didn't, I don't miss it. I'm fine.
It would probably be more expensive too.
It would possibly be more expensive. You're right. Yeah, just overall,
the way
cool
that they're able to make this on a at the cost that a lot of the sets go for is,
I think it's great.
I think it's really good, honestly. Yeah. Very very budget friendly. Also,
it's one of those moments where you're like, okay, this game does not exist without the Star Wars Epic Duels. And so to that end, it's like, it's a great, I'm so glad it exists.
Respect.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Then we played 3-player Battle Legends Volume 3. We played it twice. Game one. Guys, game one. Game one was funny. I was Loki. You were Blackbeard. He was I was Pandora.
You were Pandora.
He was
Loki.
Loki.
I was Blackbeard.
And we just attacked you repeatedly.
Every single turn. There was let's go for Blackbeard.
Well, because I was player 2, you were player 3, he was player 1.
Yeah.
1 can attack 3, and as player 2, I could attack you.
You just went right to me.
And I just went right to you, and then I had a really good starting hand. And guys, my boxes, incredible.
Dude, oh my gosh, the best Pandora luck I've ever seen.
It was I had a 5 box, and then I had a 4 box,
and then a 5.
Oh no, the 5. Okay, 5.
And then a 5, and then you had several others that were 4, 5, and then toil every time.
Right.
You hit hope every time.
It was almost like I was literally calling. I was like, all right, I'd like to do confusion now, and there's confusion.
That happened at one point.
Yeah. I was like, okay, now I want to do the damage. Okay, damage everybody. Now let's get a total here.
It was crazy, dude.
I'll take some hope.
But it shows you. We'll talk about this, I guess, in a little bit.
Right.
It shows you the ceiling of Pandora being okay, this allows her to hang with fighters that for how inconsistent she supposedly is, she can really make up ground.
Right. And there was a point where I was at 2 health, and he had 10.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like I had a chance.
Yes.
Which was interesting. Now, it's you're obviously risking it with your boxes.
Well, he had 2 cards in hand. He went down really low.
Okay, I can win this game right now. Just get the right box, and I can do something with it. But it was fun, and we actually enjoyed 3-player.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
Game 2 was much better.
Mm-hmm.
What we did in game 2 was we said, no one fight first turn.
Yeah.
I think that worked out better.
It did work out pretty well.
I don't know if I would make that a mandatory thing, but I would as you're about to play it, I would think it through and say, okay, is this going to be a problem in any way? But for us, it made it kind of feel like everybody could sort of build up a hand. I guess the other way to do it would just be everyone draw 7 cards and then start the game.
I mean, maybe, but then
you're loopholing.
But then you're kind of like
changing the game a little bit.
Yeah, but then if you're a character who can't get to somebody, you know, like turn 1, you can't get to somebody turn 1 for whatever reason.
Just saying, they're saying that we went dark. Just beard face maybe. Okay, maybe just beard face.
Are we live?
Yeah, I think we're live. All right, so anyhoozle, it was fun. It was fun. We had a good time.
Yeah, it was. There was a lot of politicking, which was fun.
In game 2, there was a moment in game 2 where I was Loki. He was Blackbeard again because he didn't get to play the first game.
Dude, it was okay. The first game also, I had really bad deck order as Blackbeard, which never happens. Right. Like, he has a very consistent, very versatile deck overall, I would say. Like, perfect half and half, potential defense, potential attack and scheme, right? But I literally drew in the first, like, 12 cards, I think I drew, like, three defenses, which is crazy.
Especially when we're
I was gaining third action, maneuver.
Right.
Gaining it third action, maneuver, trying to not die.
We were on Santa Claus. We were on Santa's.
It was
so
brutal.
It was super tight.
And then at one point too, I was able to position to where I was like, all right, I'm finally like, I've got some space.
Right.
And then he top decks freaking Forged Biofaces and summon a Kagademon
and put him over in his
right
face.
next to me. I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
and
it was funny.
In game 2, it was fun because I was Loki,
I was
Chupa, Jared, and you were Blackbeard.
Yeah.
And I think you went first in this one,
I did.
but we had started the rule where you can't
attack. So
which was cool.
I kind of just maneuvered twice, took center stage, and it was like, all right, let's go.
And there's a pocket, you're right, and there's some stuff. So I was trying to, at the very beginning of the game, I was like, okay, I don't know what I'm gonna do here because Jared's like, all right, I'm not going to attack you. And I feel like they said, like, I promise. Like, I feel like that was in there.
Dude, Jared was like, all right, O-Town, you had a rough go of it last time.
I'm not going to
attack you.
I was like...
And he never did.
For a while.
For, like, almost the entire game. Yeah. And then it was clear I was, like, the problem on the board.
Right.
And Chupa had just gone down, like, real low.
He was about to die. He was out of defenses at, like, 3 health. And I knew in his hand he had those 2 red 4s that could heal him and gain actions. I was like, listen... I could come there right now. I could guarantee your death. I'm not going to do that.
So
here's what I'm going to do. All right, I'm going to keep you alive so that you can unleash it on him, on the person who's winning the game right now. And I positioned in a way that he could not
conveniently get to me.
Right. He would have had to do some crazy stuff to get to me. It's one of those moments where, like, you might as well attack what's in front of you, and it's the person winning the game right now. So it worked out.
Sure,
it wasn't like boosting to get like around me to get to you. It was this makes the most sense regardless. And I kept bringing you back to the pin. He would escape the pin, and then I'd bring him back.
You'd bring me back with your scheme.
Yeah, and then boom, red 4.
You just unleashed Chupacabra on me, basically. It was so funny.
It was fun.
You're like, yeah, and then you ended up winning.
I did.
Yeah.
The turn after,
I had to like full send
Chupa,
at Chupa,
killing Chupa so you could get out of the pin.
Yeah.
And then I had at that point built up my combo, so you had 2 of my tricks in your hand. I hit you with a 3rd trick,
and then you
Ragnarok, and it was attack, and then I got to Ragnarok you for 9.
Yeah,
that felt cool.
It was pretty cool.
Cool. Yeah. All right. So now, here we go. The moment you've all been waiting for. Now we get to chat about Battle. We've already been chatting about it, but let's chat some more.
A little bit, yeah.
I don't have an exact way I want to do this. Don't help Zay with Loki. That's funny. It sounds like Ron plays against Zay in real life. All right. So, okay. First off,
I have notes on each fighter.
Cool.
But we could also give initial impressions of the set, and then like a final thoughts, I guess.
Yeah.
What did we think the first like 5 or 6 games we played? What were your initial impressions?
First, out of the box, it was a joy. Mm-hmm. It was a joy, and it was like, okay, is this the greatest set they've ever made? That was the initial hot take out of the box. There was not a single moment that felt bad. There were some Pandora moments that felt bad. We quickly realized, oh no, we're just not playing her great.
We're not playing her well.
Yeah, but it was fun even. It was still fun.
Yes.
My game with her was not fun. I've had a blast with her since, like, I don't know if I've played her on stream or I've had a blast. I've had a blast with her off stream.
Off stream, yeah.
And then the other fighters were easily super, super fun for me. So I would say if you are a only in the set kind of a player, like I'm only gonna play in the box. I'm gonna bring this box. I'm gonna play it. Buy this set for sure.
It does feel the most balanced of any set that we've had as far as like in the box gameplay.
With as wide of a range as the fighters are.
Well,
yeah.
It is really weird. In the set, Pandora is still, she's definitely the weakest of them, especially if you're going to put her into like a competitive setting.
Right.
But if you put them on like even map and, you know, nothing super swingy, and you don't have absolutely terrible luck as Pandora, which you shouldn't. You really shouldn't have terrible.
Yeah, it should balance out.
It should balance out. We'll talk about that. Then she can hang. She can, because of the way the fighters are designed, they play very, very well into each other. So,
Ron said the past 4 boxes have all felt like the best when boxes opened. I agree as well. Playing The Witcher was incredible. This was better than that experience.
Definitely better than Steel and Silver.
Slings and Arrows.
Yeah.
Was I preferred Slings and Arrows in the box.
I don't know. It is really weird.
You know what? I take that back. Realms Fall was awesome.
I think Steel and
Philippa,
Silver was
Aerodin.
not as good.
Yeah.
And Realms Fall was actually better in the box.
Yeah, in the box, right. Because Geralt hard countered
Leshen.
Leshen
Can't do anything against Geralt. Can't really do much against Ciri either. Now we're better Leshens, I guess. Since
better
then.
Leshens, they were better series.
But I think it does feel a bit.
I wonder what that would be like actually if we played it now. It'd be interesting. But it did feel weird that it's like, oh, this is obviously the gear you should bring into Leshen, and he's just gonna chop his head off.
Get destroyed.
Um,
And then before that, I guess was it Slings and Arrows?
Slings and Arrows.
Yeah.
I love that. That's
really,
one of my
really
favorite
good.
sets.
Honestly, in the box too, it's crazy, and it has actually a similar feel. This
That's what I'm
feels
saying.
more like Slings and Arrows too, and I think we've said that before, where there's a lot of very, very fun, interesting mechanics, not too complicated, but enough decision making to keep you entertained
Right.
for a very, very long time.
But the power level is at a much better place than Slings. I think like
Yes.
if Slings is here, right? So this is S. Let's say Slings is here. Okay. I feel like BOL3 is up over here, right?
I think we're about there.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's about where I have it actually. I think the average fighter in Slings and Arrows is probably C.
In Slings.
In
average
Slings, it's probably C.
C plus.
C plus, maybe
Sure.
B.
Sure.
Or B minus.
C plus is good.
But I would say average fighter in this is A.
Minus or B plus.
I would say A minus.
Wait, so that average? That means you're saying one of these guys is.
Yes.
You think that one of them is an S?
No. I think one of them is probably. I think A minus, maybe average. I guess is what I would say.
Average.
Yeah.
So you're saying 2 are an A, or one's A minus, one's B plus, one's B, like minus?
No, we'll talk about
We
it.
didn't get there. I feel like because I don't.
I have 3 in just A.
No.
I think
you're way too
A.
high. You're too high. I think you're too high.
We'll see how the tier. I mean, I guess some of them are like A minus. I guess if you're talking height, because we're not really doing letters anymore.
Right, we're not doing letters anymore.
I have all of them in. All are in high mid. So I guess A minus.
Yeah, high mid.
Okay, B.
That's a B plus.
Okay, well then there you go.
Because you got top, right?
S is there's like 3 fighters in
Right.
S if we're being
tier
that way.
is top tier, right? And then it goes like what high
Then I would guess A. So I guess they're all B. They're all like B.
I agree that they're all like B plus,
yeah.
B minus. Yeah, they're
But
all
like
around B.
when we say B, B is higher than you think.
Yeah. It's like top. It's definitely top 30.
Like other fighters around them right now are like Tomoe, Black Widow, Jill. For some of Jill,
Black
Achilles.
Widow's fallen for me big time.
Black Widow for me is like B minus now.
We haven't. Yeah, agreed. We haven't played.
She's
her.
in B, but she's like on the lower end of B.
And I would put. I'd put Jill like a higher, much higher than
B. Jill is a B plus. Yeah, if we're saying that, she's like towards the top of high mid for me. But like they're right in the middle for me. They're all like. I guess I'm just gonna give it away.
Yeah.
I think these three are right in the middle
here.
of B. Is where I have them, like behind or like equal to Tomoe, and then just above Black Widow and Titania.
Okay, so we can talk about the map later.
Yeah.
Oh. Ooh.
What?
Nothing.
Okay,
All right.
calm down.
Oh, great. Now they're in the dark. Okay. Well, here we go. We got some guys. They're so dark now. Oh, it's so sad. What if I just start adding things? Is that going to start making it better? I'm going to put the map back. Son of a gun. Why does it
See,
do
it doesn't.
that, you know?
It doesn't quite
Why does it
line
do that
up
to me?
letters though. That's the problem. Is because, like, if you're thinking C is mid, and then D is low mid. Then there's low and bottom, which is weird. It's still a weird way we're doing the tier. Like, being like bottom being like F minus. But like, what is low and low mid? You know, if low mid is like a C minus, then D, then F. Is that what we're saying?
You lost me.
Look at the tier.
I'm gonna look at what you sent me. I'm gonna look at what you sent me. All right, let's find it. Okay.
I don't want to show you mine because that influences your decision potentially.
Well, so first off, everybody, as you're listening, as you're listening,
we're not really doing this in a structure.
Let's just say that we're keeping. Let's just keep our. I'm gonna keep my tier list that I said from last time. What I will do is I'll drop Philippa down, drop her 2 tiers down, okay, and drop Yennefer like 6 spots, like just 6 fighters down.
I dropped her more than that, but yeah.
Okay, I have no idea what I said. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just spitballing here.
Yeah.
And move Lushan up.
A little bit.
I don't know, 5 spots. Move Siri up 8 spots.
Yeah, that's actually almost exactly what I did.
There you go.
It's pretty dang close. Geralt down a good amount.
I already had Geralt down. I could drop him 5. Because I already had him down lower than you. You had him up higher.
I did. I had him up by like Achilles and stuff, and he's definitely not there. He felt that way sometimes,
I
which
know,
is crazy.
his big values. You're like, how can he? No.
No.
Okay, but with these fighters, what I would do with these fighters, I wish I could see my tier. Oh, let me just go to my chart. What am I doing?
Do you want me to show you mine or no?
You can talk about yours. It will not influence me.
Okay, so
It might give me like oh.
I already gave away.
It might influence.
I already gave away the 3.
Go down and up.
From the bottom to the top.
Yeah, from the bottom.
Okay, my lowest rated fire is definitely Pandora, in the set.
Makes sense.
Give
us like 4 fighters right around her. Her 2 above her,
Yeah.
2 below her.
Right around her. So I actually have her at the very, very bottom of low mid. I do think she's still in low mid. I don't think she's a low rated fighter.
Okay.
So I have her like above Alice, above Beowulf, above Oda, above Spider-Man. I do think I have her. I think that makes sense. Above Shakespeare, which is debatable, but she's right next to Shakespeare. And I do have her right below Sattler, Miss Marvel, and Bloody Mary. So
Sattler,
like
Miss Marvel,
right around
Bloody
there.
Mary. Your Sattler's too low, but that's fine.
Sattler I have like towards the middle, bottom middle of low mid right now.
too low, but it's fine. Go
It
on.
is
Go
for.
on.
I
Go
know
on. Go
you're
on.
a
It's
settler,
okay. It's
whatever.
okay.
So other fighters, I guess, that are higher than Pandora that are in the same tier:
Yeah.
Leshen, Robin Hood, Three Sisters, Winter Soldier. Those are all in my low mid. So I have her like around there, where a lot of those fighters do actually have a place in the meta, especially given the way tournaments are now working.
Right.
Like, I do think Pandora could be played, and there is a world in which Pandora is played, because like Bloody Mary, for example, there's a meta in which Bloody Mary is viable. But she also has a lot of upsides.
She does.
You know?
Her ceiling's high. Her floor is low.
Ceiling's very high, and her floor is low, and sort of avoidable. I talk about this a little bit. We could talk about Pandora first.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So my notes on Pandora, her strengths, she's unpredictable. That's also one of her weaknesses. But unpredictable means she's very hard to play against. Meaning, like, it's really hard to know when she's going to have her turn. She could at any point go from 2 cards in hand to 7 cards in hand, and then hit you twice from across the map with 9 value attacks, and then heal a ton. You know, she can really pop off absolutely crazy pop off potential and disruption potential, like moving the opponent. You know, body blocking with Cacodemons, zone doing just some the ping damage can add up. Your opponent has to be aware of all these things that could potentially happen, and there's no way for your opponent to predict that they are going to happen.
Right. The thing that's crazy with her is she could be at 2 cards in hand.
Yep.
You could be at 4 cards in hand, and so you're starting to threaten. So you go in.
You're starting to pressure her down.
Right, and then she gets greed. She plays Zeus.
She draws
She's
into
an awesome
Zeus.
box turn with 5. Draws Zeus, and then you're like, boom, attack. And now
Should we be
she's
showing cards?
massively. I figured let's just talk first.
Yeah.
And then we could maybe break down the
Zeus's Mischief is, like, I would say her mulligan. Like, I think that card really enables her to pop off when she gets her turn.
It helps her to be aggressive the whole time, and then when she needs to go, she can go.
Yeah, it helps her to stay in the game, but also I think Zeus's Mischief is like, yeah, when she, like, your opponent has to play around it. It's almost like a wish for the genie. The genie is one of the actually, I do have genie as one of the fighters that's kind of like similar to Pandora. She's got crazy mind games too. Like, when your miseries are not lined up, you know, you could even have just one. If you hit Toil, all of a sudden a few attacks are online as, like, being semi-decent, right? And your opponent has to be prepared to defend for 4 to 7, you know? Like, a 4 to a 7 value attack could be coming your way if Toil's online. And, yeah, she has a crazy mind game with the 0 and the Hera's Curiosity, which is +1 for each revealed misery, and look at your opponent's hand. And then the other one, which is, I believe, Aphrodite's Blessing or something like that, which is heal for the number of revealed miseries. So that's a pretty crazy pop-off, because both of those are really good when you have a lot of miseries revealed, and your opponent might defend big and get their effects canceled on defense that they were really counting on. We've seen that happen, and it's a huge health swing. You're not damaging the opponent, but you're still swinging health potentially. Weaknesses. So we talked about unpredictability, right? She is dependent on the miseries to really pop off. But, you know, there are ways to prolong the game. And even though you're not getting your misery turns, you know, you can be very conservative with your box opening. This is one of the notes that I have. the more miserable turns you have, meaning the more times you're hitting misfortune,
Right.
it's prolonging your game, because the more times you're opening the box, right, you're hitting greed. The more times you're hitting greed, which destroys your fatigue game, decks you out. It allows you to do things. But if you're not hitting green, if you're just opening the box and you're hitting misfortune, you're basically just playing without a special ability that turn. And so it slows your game down. You use that time to rebuild, to play conservatively. And if your opponent is playing, kind of cautiously, they're thinking about all the things that you could do. And so that's a thing that Pandora really has going for her, is like we said, that at any time one of your boxes could pop up, so it's dangerous to pin Pandora. It's dangerous to try to pressure her down, because she could potentially just outdraw you all of a sudden.
Right, and if you're doing a hard pin, like, I mean, who can do a hard pin reliably and not really worry about it? Achilles
Probably the Raptors
could do it. I mean, but how many times do they want to take that one damage?
Right, the Raptors can only, like, Cloak and Dagger and the Raptors, they can only take that one damage so many times.
Yeah, and she just attacks, boom, boom, 2 7s.
And Pandora is consistently getting that.
I think it's interesting. I think that she's actually a very tough fighter to be pinning. It doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, but you could play a game and it could never happen. Like it's going to happen, but is it going to happen when you're being pinned? I don't know. It's an interesting thing.
The other downsides, I guess, to Pandora really are she does not have a fatigue game. You can prolong your game. Like, you're not just guaranteed to deck out, like, immediately. But you will deck out. You will die if you don't kill the other person. You can't really fatigue.
Right, yeah. I mean, Zeus, blind boosting,
Yeah.
greed. You're going to be going through
You will go through your deck.
Even with your recursion, the problem with recursion is you have to win combat. And that's only going to happen on a toil turn. And if you're getting a toil turn, you're probably throwing your big attacks. And if it's a toil turn, you're probably getting fainted.
If it's a toil turn, maybe, like, if it's a toil turn where you don't have a lot of miseries revealed, it's 9 times out of 10 it's going to be, I forget what the name of the card is.
The 3.
The red 3,
yeah.
The recursion.
Oh, the recursion. Sorry, what'd you say?
That's what I'm saying. The red 3 is the recursion.
With toil, not a big box, you said?
Not a big box.
Toil,
it's the toil. Hera's Curiosity is the big red 3,
right.
The one that gets really big. This is the recursion. If it's just toil, it's probably that. So in that instance, your opponent really just has to be prepared for the big pop-off turn. And if they are, that's really, they can only do it so many times, and you can get some recursion of that big attack back to close out the game.
I think baiting's going to be one of her biggest friends, too. It's just like throwing bait attacks.
Well, that's Zero, man. That Zero is a great bait attack. Heal.
But if you, I think, to bait out a feint. So, like I think I'd probably throw my Divine Intervention. I think it's that purple 3.
Yeah, that's a good one, too. The movement.
Yeah, and if you're feinting it, then
it's a great attack with toil, honestly, because it's a 4. If they're feinting it, they're taking 2. You're not getting the movement, but also you don't really care about being adjacent to them.
Yeah.
She does only have 12 defenses, and you're probably, let's be real, you're probably blind boosting at least one of those.
Right.
And you're probably attacking with some of those purples.
Right.
So be aware that in order to play like a solid defensive game, you actually need to be attacking. Like, you need to be, like, you can't just sit back and play defensive as Pandora, really, because you will run out of defenses and you'll probably get toast.
I think one of the biggest tips for playing Pandora is play every turn as if your next life you were bringing a Kaka Diamond onto the board. Always be thinking about where is my guy going to come? Where's he going to go? Because so, like, the more zones you're in, the better.
Yep. Sure.
And like if you're in some channels, you can set up a pin, especially against melee. Get them to come in after you. I think she's definitely on a timer. She's definitely on a timer, and she wants to go quickly. And
the Cacodemons too. don't discount their value. Like they can actually they only have 4 designated cards, but they can also throw
those other ennies.
Guided by the Fates, which could be for them a 6. At the most, you could blind boost one of your 4s and hit that. So your opponent does have to be mindful of that when defending the Cacodemons, and they can get it. You can sneak these through sometimes for a lot of damage. They may think, oh, it's the red 2, or the purple 2 rather, and I'll just take it, so I don't get 2 for 1. The purple 2 of the Cacodemons makes you discard, right? But then all of a sudden they're taking 3, maybe 2 to 4 damage over the top with this, and then Pandora's healing for 2. Really, really good mix up. And then also they can throw the 0. They can throw Aphrodite's Beauty, which can be super helpful if Pandora's too low for you to safely go in. You can send a Cacodemon in, get that healing off, cancel the defense. If your opponent's trying to pull some trickery against the Cacodemon. But yeah, I would say the big cards really for Pandora are gonna allow her to get her damage through. First of all, Zeus's Mischief, I think, is like probably the most important card in your deck. That's why you only have 2. Draw a card for each reveal misery. Move an opposing fighter up to 1 space, which is so helpful.
That's crazy.
And gain an action. So you can move a body blocker out of the way or move an opposing fighter closer to you, either next to you if they were staying 1 space away to avoid pain, which is the ping damage misery. So you can move them close to you. You can pop off, draw a bunch of cards, draw into your attacks, draw into a teleport, which is the next key card. This allows you to, when you do finally get your pop-off turn, no matter where your opponent is avoiding you, this card is a lot more crucial than I initially thought. It's very simple. It's a mist form. But for Pandora,
it makes it so you can get those combos.
You can
when
take
they
full
happen,
advantage of them.
You can do it, which is why I think against Wukong's, she's gonna have a hard time because can't get
she's really going to struggle against people like that who are also going to be pressuring her. And then finally, Hera's Curiosity. That's your big attack. You're probably your number 1 recursion target as well, just so that you can get as many of these as possible. And I mean, on the low side too, I would say minimum, this thing is really even if it gets fainted, it's probably a 4 as long as you have Toil, which is not great, but it's better than nothing. And even if you only have 3 revealed, it's a 6, which is that's pretty good. And you're getting to look at their hand as well.
I mean, I don't think you ever don't throw this as a 6 unless you have lethal confirmed.
Yeah, I mean,
don't throw it as a 6
unless they have no defense. Maybe you threw the first one and you saw their hand; they have no defense, or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess if you're, I don't know.
I mean, still, think about 2 6s back to back. Think about it's a Luke Cage turn basically. It's a Luke Cage.
But you can do with her. You can do 2 7s, 2 8s, 2 9s.
It's very easy to get this to 7 or 8, and I would say it's worth the extra damage waiting for that.
So this is what's crazy, right? So you got 3. Say you have 3 cards in your box. 3 miseries, not Toil.
Yeah.
If you can get the next card as a Toil, that's a +2 to your attack. That's huge. So I think there's no reason to do the 3. Go for the 4, and if you can't go for the 4 because you're gonna take damage, then don't throw that card. Don't attack with it. Only attack with if you have 4 cards and one of them's Toil.
I agree that it makes
you're locked in at an 8.
I'm agreeing that it makes the most sense to go for it when it's a 7 or 8, minimum. But I'm saying even really worst case scenario, when you're throwing this card, you probably have at least 3, and a 6 is still not bad. That's all I'm trying to say. It's not, you need the extra damage as Pandora, but you're still teleporting next to the person and hitting them with 2 6s potentially. Or you're teleporting next to them, you're healing for 3 and then attacking them with a 6. Baiting out a defense.
I would argue that you would lose that game. I would argue. I think that seriously, I think that she needs that extra damage.
I said that. I said I agree with you. I'm just saying that if you look at what other fighters can do, that's all I'm saying is like Luke Cage does the same thing with 2 6s, and he
has 2 6s, and he has 3
I
more
know.
6s.
He has other stuff.
And he has 3 5s. And he can recur 6s, and she can recur her big attacks. I think we're just gonna agree to disagree.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying that it's not as bad as you think.
I think it is.
Okay.
So we disagree.
We do disagree. Then
This is great. I love it. It's
but
great.
like
the people like us disagreeing.
But I'm saying that as Pandora, you should throw this when it's a 7 or 8, and it's not hard to get there.
Right. So then why would you ever throw it as a 6?
Don't
do it.
I'm just comparing it to what already exists.
Guys. Don't do it.
Don't do it. I'm just saying. I'm comparing it to what already
You're
exists.
just saying it's a 6.
I'm saying if you had to close the game out, you could maybe do it even with a 6, with 2 6s. If you had to get there.
If it's lethal, I said lethal. Yes.
So I agreed with you.
Cool. All right, guys.
Eric doesn't like to listen to what I say.
Moving on.
And then the last card, which is so sneaky, and you always forget about it until I tell you about it.
Right.
Is this card?
My reveal.
We haven't used it as much as we should, but this card I think is going to help her really close out the game. Like it's just extra damage.
Unfortunately, it's almost always just being played as a 2, because you're like, I have to block. I have to survive and not die right now. Mm-hmm. And it's just a 2.
I do think the best way you can use this is probably boosting with a Cacodemon card for value blocking and getting the damage.
That'd be great. Yeah, that'd be great.
That's ideal, and it's crazy how many games I've had with Pandora already that it comes down to 2 damage.
Thanks, Ron.
Like where
Don't throw it as a 6. Okay.
I got my hair cut for you guys. Are you kidding me right now? Look at this fresh cut.
Did nobody comment on his hair?
Nobody
Come on,
said
guys.
anything.
Guys, have some respect, some decorum.
But like, it's crazy games that have come down to 2 health with Pandora, and if I had played this earlier, and maybe gotten that 2 damage in, would have been able to close.
That's interesting.
I think it is a underrated card in her deck.
Yeah, I think it's one of those cards where you, it's like the invisibility glamour, where it's like, most of the time it may not work and do what you want it to do.
Yeah.
And then you'll win games off of it.
Yeah. The last thing I think we should say about Pandora though is that you have to play the odds a little bit. But if the odds are in your favor, like if it's 60%, 70% or higher that you're not gonna hit Misfortune, I think you have to kind of go for it. If you have like a good hand and can actually act on it, I think it's worth the risk. You have healing, you have other ways that you can make it up, but you have to take advantage of your turns when they come.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I do think taking the damage and getting damage, it's fine.
You'll out heal them probably.
She has to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got some funny comments in here. I gotta read some comments.
Yeah.
All right. Let me go back up to the top before we get down to the bottom. So
we literally saw her beat Yenenga, which is like.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I mean, Yenenga's Faintless.
I dropped Yenenga a little bit.
I did not as much as I thought, but I probably should a little bit more.
I dropped her a little bit.
But because if you can hang with
too many fires that just would like. Faintless sucks now.
It really does.
It hurts so bad.
But like, if you can hang with Yenenga,
yeah,
best value fighter in the game probably.
Used to be.
She's still. I mean,
she is.
Probably is, other than maybe Jill.
I'll take Jill all day. But
I would rather have Jill too at this point.
Yenenga's just vanilla now. It's like, what happened? You know? Okay.
Dude, Zero is gonna kill you.
Hey, me talking about him will bring him here. So that's what we want. Okay, what do we have? Epic Duels is all-out warfare without balance.
Like real Star Wars.
Kinda, yeah. Okay.
Because the Force is out of balance.
Okay. Don't help with Loki. Yeah, we'll help you with Loki in a second. We're getting there.
We'll save Loki for last.
Good evening. CityRunner's here.
Hey. You're late.
Except slings and arrows is meh? Zay Foster, how dare you? Hello, guys.
It is for diehard Unmatched.
How is Unmatched compared to Star Wars Epic Duels? Edward, watch the beginning of the video. We broke that down.
Spoiler alert, it's way better. Or
Yeah,
Unmatched
this is way better. Yeah,
two Epic Duels.
Maximilian loves slings and arrows. Volume 2 is the best, said Edward. It is so good, but not the best. I would like, not talking strength aside, I think slings and arrows is a superior set. This is a superior set. Tales to Amaze
in terms of
superior
fun, and
if we're not talking about power, we're talking about everything else.
but also Tales to Amaze in terms of power is by far, I think, the strongest.
It's such a strong set, and like those
the
fighters are in
average
every
strength.
tournament.
Yes.
Even
Since
Annie
they've come out.
sneaks in sometimes.
Oh, I forgot about Annie.
She makes an appearance.
Annie's still
Annie is the Bloody Mary, but she's
higher
than
much
Bloody,
higher.
Right, but she is the Bloody Mary of the set. That's how strong the set is. Yunanga Achilles Wukong
Is
super strong.
That's the other is crazy, and Bloody Mary's not as bad as you think.
Right.
But,
She has a place. It's good. Okay.
Have we?
all right.
We've done a competitive set tier list.
Dude, you know what we do? Here's what we do.
Battle of Legends versus
No.
each other.
No. Okay, so here's how we do it. We draft, but we don't draft fighters. We draft sets. Yeah. Oh yeah. How cool would that be? Write that one down.
Where's my? You write it down.
You gonna give me a
Where's the coin?
You gonna give me a coin?
You had two
flip it?
picks first.
Oh yeah.
We're snaking the draft, obviously.
Obviously, stake the draft. Well, but is there? You think there's a set that's just? I mean, we just talked about it. Is that your thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually,
well, no, no.
that's tough, man.
Do
Actually,
you take a 3-fighter set? Do you take? Yeah. Do you take? That's
Do
interesting.
you take Electra?
Do you take Electra, or do you take? I'm thinking. Do you go straight to like Realm's Fall?
That's pretty good too.
Yennefer, Eridan,
And Philippa. That's actually a pretty high set too.
but it's 3 fighters.
It's only 3.
Okay, we're doing this.
Yeah, we have to do this.
I mean, but also, like, playing it would take a year. But I'm fine. I'm fine taking a year to do it.
We can do
Okay,
that.
all right.
We
so,
have the time. I got nowhere to be.
F is basically unplayable, loses any game,
Yeah.
loses most, but can win against some C. Zay Foster. Yes, correct. I see Pandora ending way higher after the dust settles. There's a chance, but I don't think so. I think that the whole thing is the RNG will keep her low. You can't bring her into a tournament reliably.
That is going to be the problem is that if both players are playing 100% optimally, Pandora will potentially screw you over by not allowing you to play.
You bring Pandora to Navy Pier. Is it Navy Pier?
Mm-hmm.
And you can look at the top 3 cards of any deck. So you look at the top 3 cards of your box, and you can set up your box turn. Now, if you're sitting on that token, are they going to be adjacent to you? No, but
You can also teleport.
you could, and it's also using an action to do that. Dang, it would have to be this. The turn would
You
be.
can't look at the top 3 cards of your box.
You can.
But then you shuffle it.
No. On your turn. On that turn. So action 1. You're sitting on the thing. You open the box. You look at it.
Open the box at the start of your turn. So the box is open.
Oh, so she can't do that.
No.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Never mind. I'm thinking of like glamours. You could find out what's coming up.
You can do that.
Who else has a box? Who else has another deck of cards that you can look through? Yeah, I guess that wouldn't matter at all. Dang. Because you're shuffling it.
But you can teleport turn 1 and land next to them on a token.
But you've already done your box.
Well, you can do a big box turn, damage yourself,
Why?
because you teleport Navy Pier, land on the slushy.
Okay.
Slushy,
Yeah. Action,
Smack.
Action gone. Okay.
smack,
Well, you just go smack, and then next turn slushy.
and then next turn slushy. Yeah, you could do that too. That's probably better.
Yeah,
but it gives you extra healing. That's guaranteed.
it does. All right.
Anyways.
that was fun.
Let's stop talking about Pandora.
Yeah, Pandora.
She's better than you think.
Yes. Don't sleep on her.
Be smart with your boxes, but also play the odds. Like, if you have the potential to pop off, play the odds with your box. If you have like 60% chance of hitting something good, it's probably worth it to take the odds there. I would take it. If it's 50-50, maybe not.
Never
We'll
tell
see.
me the odds. Skull Scarf played against her tonight with Jeannie. Felt close until had the math to finish it. Monty's here. Hey. Ron said, don't throw it as a 6, except when you need to. Edward said, I don't know. Maybe you don't need to draw 15 cards with Pandora, and then you can throw a 6. Not sure. It sounds kind of funny, but I don't know what he's saying. Ron Otan, you sure do have hair. Edward.
Thanks, man.
Ron's the class clown. We found our comedian. Sounds fun. John Boy, Volume 3, Blackbeard, and then the rest. All fun fighters, but Blackbeard stands way above the rest. Edward, Pandora seems something like Raptors. If you don't have a good options, you always can take either Raptors or Pandora and potentially have chances in any matchup. I see what you're saying.
Raptors to me feels almost like a safer pick there, just because they're guaranteed to have their ability. You know what I mean? Like, you can always find a way to make Raptors at least be a threat. Whereas Pandora is always potentially a big threat, but also you never know till the start of the turn whether or not she's going to be.
I'm dropping her back down. I had her a little too high.
Pandora?
Yeah. Okay, here we go. So here's where I have Pandora.
Where does she end up landing for you?
I don't know. All right, so I have Pandora at. She's either at 44. I think I've got her at 44. There's 64 total fighters, so I've got her.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So 44. I have her above Beowulf.
Same.
I have her below Shakespeare. I think that makes sense.
You're a little, yeah. I have her right next to Shakespeare, but I have
she's one below
her above.
Okay. I got Ghost Rider above her, Winter
Yep.
Soldier above that.
Same.
Okay.
Or not same there.
So that's where I've got
yeah.
that's where I've got Pandora.
We have her around the same spot, just slight differences around her. Low mid is where I have her right now.
Okay, so who's the next one you have?
The next highest for me is surprised me a little bit, but I think Chupa.
Okay.
But really right now it's I'll tell you right now, they're all right next to each other in the tier list.
Okay.
They go boom, boom, boom. And that's just because they feel so balanced into one another.
Yeah, we just need more plays.
We need more plays against other people. But also just thinking about it, I feel like in terms of versatility, Loki and Blackbeard are higher than Chupa. Not that Chupa isn't versatile. Not that Chupa isn't going to be a safe tournament pick. I really think he is going to be a very safe tournament pick, especially for people who like to aggro.
Mm-hmm.
I think he replaces T-Rex in the meta currently. Like, there's almost not that there's no reason to go T-Rex, but to me, Chupa just feels like a better option every time, because with T-Rex, you have to go map, which is why T-Rex is a mid-tier fighter now. Like, it's not always a good pick. If you get T-Rex and you assign her map, she's solid. But
right, yeah, I would say in that situation it's like 50% win rate, right?
It's higher than that, but it's still not 100, you know? It's higher. I think I want to say it's like a 65% win rate if you give T-Rex map. Like, and she gets one of the good maps.
Yeah.
But also it's still not 100% win rate, and there's still several fighters that have a positive win rate into T-Rex.
Mm-hmm.
And so she can kind of screw you because you're pigeonholing yourself with one of your fighters. Whereas Chupa, it's a lot harder for your opponent to assign a fighter into Chupa.
Mm-hmm.
Very easy to assign a fighter into T-Rex.
As you're saying, you can predict where T-Rex is going.
You know exactly where T-Rex is going, really. Like, they're going to the map pick.
Yeah.
But Chupa, you could give Chupa map and him be a serious problem. And so I'd be afraid of that.
Mm-hmm.
But also, if you give Chupa position, he can start a game pretty explosively. So to me, he feels just like a better version, and he can keep the same pace as T-Rex. You know, we did Chupa versus T-Rex, and it didn't work out super well.
Right.
But I think that's kind of,
it makes sense.
That's just one.
Yeah.
I think over the entire matchup spread, I think Chupa has probably a better one.
Yeah.
And it's less dependent on map. Sorry, all that to say.
So where's your number on that one? Where's Chupa number wise?
I'm not gonna count. I don't know the number.
Oh, okay.
He is. I'll tell you where he is though. Like I said, they're all right next to each other. I have Chupa above Black Widow, above Raptors, above Titania, above Rexy, above Sinbad.
I need to drop Black Widow down because I agree with her not being as high. Well, no, see.
I have her high mid still, but towards the bottom of high mid.
I'll drop her right there, below Sinbad. Sinbad's rising.
Sinbad is climbing. I still have Sinbad in mid, but that's just because of
Sinbad.
predictability.
This is my ranking for Sinbad for other people. This is not my ranking if I'm playing Sinbad. My ranking for if I'm playing Sinbad, he'll be lower. But I always play against really good Sinbads.
Okay, I have Chupa at 21.
Ooh, okay.
So pretty high.
Yeah, that's high.
Definitely like top. I mean, that makes sense. I think he's definitely in the top third.
I have him 29.
Okay, so you have him in mid tier then, probably.
Mm-hmm. I have him above Triss, below Leshy, below Philippa. That's what I want to see.
You have him below Leshy?
Mm-hmm.
You have Leshy in mid. I guess I have him at the high.
I raised up Leshin.
I put Leshin at the very top of low mid currently.
Okay.
I still haven't. I feel like I haven't seen quite enough. I think he's a lot better than we thought.
I've seen a good amount. He's the thing that he has. He's kind of like Ghost Rider. It's like, okay, if Ghost Rider gets lined up against a 13 health fighter, they just die. Leshin, if he goes up against a lot of fighters, like they can't survive 7-8.
Right.
7-8.
They just die.
7-8. Like if you can, or not 7-8, 7-8, 7-8. It'd be 7-8, 7-8. It'd be 7-8, 7-8, and then like ping, right, and then whatever 7-7, and that's gonna kill most. I
don't know how you're getting 7-7, 7-8, 7-8.
7-8, 7-8.
It'd be like a 4-8.
4 plus 3, 7. Sorry. I'm wrong. Yeah, you're right. 4, 7.
That's still a lot.
Yeah, 4-8. My bad. 4-8.
Or like a 2, then, just 4, a 7.
But then you're ping, and then boom 7.
You get the pings.
As long as you're getting the 7s,
you get a lot of healing.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I agree that he's solid. He can close out a lot of games. But I do have Chupa below, like, really, they're all right next to each other, and I still don't know how well they're going to perform, but right now I have Tomoe just above Chupa, Achilles, Jill, Moon Knight, Luke Cage, all in the same tier. All in the same tier, but I have him below them.
Okay.
That's what
I've got 6 spots between the other 3 fighters. Chupa 29, Loki 23, Blackbeard 17. So
17.
6-ish. Yeah, 17 is the highest I have for the set. I have Titania better, Tomoe but this is just Blackbeard. We're saying Blackbeard. We're not saying Blackbeard going first, Blackbeard going second. This is Blackbeard. I think Blackbeard going second
is still
you're
really
probably
good.
looking at around 20. So Luke Cage is too low, but it's fine. We'll say Blackbeard going second. We'll say he's at 20.
Luke Cage I have at the very
22.
top of high mid.
22, Blackbeard going second. Blackbeard going first. Let's go up to just 16, actually. Just 15. You go 15.
Right now I have Blackbeard at 20.
Okay.
I have Chupa 21, Blackbeard 20.
You have Loki as your highest?
I have Loki as the highest.
Dude, I wish that was true. If I start reading you the list of counters, it's insanity, the fighters that counter Loki.
Really?
It's the largest list of counters I've ever created for any fighter. I'll read it because it's actually.
Well, let's talk about it when we get to Loki.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it just makes me sad.
Let's get back to Chupa.
Okay.
We can talk about the other two.
Ooh, you guys are hooked. You guys are excited.
I have a game plan for Loki now. That I really want to try.
He is my number one fighter I most want to play and I want to keep trying.
Yeah.
And I have so many game plans just like you. And so he's my number one fighter. I want to get to the table and implement different strategies and try different things. What if I wait on this? What if I don't throw that when I have it, but wait? Same idea, right?
Similar, yeah.
But also he so depends on deck order, and there's just so many things that counter him. So So I do think, but okay, who are we talking about?
Sorry.
Chupa, right?
We're talking about Chupa.
Okay, Chupa. Chupa.
Yeah. So Chupa, his strengths, obviously, he's probably now the best like aggro/tempo fighter in the game, or like easily one of them.
One of the top ones, I think. So similarly to Loki, I think that he unfortunately has a glaring weakness that you will immediately game plan, right? There's certain fighters where you go, okay, like against Daredevil, I know exactly how I'm playing this game because I know exactly how Daredevil's going to play this game. And so because of that, I'm going to keep these cards. I'm mulliganing for these cards. I'm going to try to keep them, and I'm going to do this early game, and then at some point I'm going to back off and then hit, back off, right? You're going to do certain things. With Chupa, that 7 health threshold, if you can nuke him when he gets to 7 health, you're going to win.
Yeah.
So I think he's versatile. He's got more versatility than that a little bit.
I have a few notes that I think like it's very interesting. Some ideas I think that you can apply to make Chupa less predictable, which is the one of his weaknesses that I have. But
okay.
So obviously he's a solo melee, which is a weakness, but he's pretty non-linear for solo melee. He has some healing. He has some zone damage, a few zone damage attacks that he can ping off sidekicks.
Right. Yeah, he's one of the better solo against multi-sidekick.
He has 3 Travelers of the Night.
Right. That's great.
So
he's a move 3.
He's a move 3, very high boost values, and obviously attacking sidekicks. It's not like he's wasting cards in his hand attacking sidekicks. He can always refill his hand.
Right.
Which that is like, I honestly think that his ability might be one of the most powerful abilities in the game.
Yep. You may draw.
You may draw after every attack.
Yep.
That's beautiful. Chef's kiss.
Boom, boom.
Your hand stayed the same size. It's Doctor Strange with no downside.
Siri without having
other
to find
than
Unicorn
recursion.
Ally, basically.
Right. You don't have to find Unicorn Ally. You don't have to hit a wish as Genie. You don't have to draw a card at the end of your turn like T-Rex. And you get to draw more than T-Rex if you want to, which is crazy.
Yeah. Now the balance obviously comes then
is that
with the cards, predictability, and a max printed value of 4 above 7 health.
Yeah, so his weaknesses are
max value 4.
Printed, early game he is not very scary. He's very predictable. If you're trying to predict the optimal best thing that Chupa can do, he's pretty predictable. It's either the 0 or the ambush or a blank 3. Really is like, most of it. And it could be a few other things, but you're really not too scared when he's above 7.
Right. Playing against Chupa, which I've played a lot against Chupa. Yeah. Almost every combat, I'm literally just asking myself, okay, is this the ambush or is this the 0?
Yep.
It's pretty much but I want to save my feints for your 4s at the end of the game,
which is really interesting. And so the first note that I have, and like I haven't had a chance to play Chupa since I've kind of thought about this. I think it was after my last game playing Chupa that I was like, is throw blood, or blood in the air is the name of the card.
It's your versatile.
This is your printed 4 red that you can boost if you win combat. That card is useless, really. It's pretty much useless until like late game. It's very hard to get it early game, mainly because your attacks generally aren't as big. They have a high likelihood of taking the attack, and even if they do take the attack, and it's a 0, you're not winning combat. If they don't take the attack and you play the ambush, you might not win. And so you're not as prepared to throw blood in the air until you have the big combo. So blood in the air, though, is really just a blank 4 most of the time, and it's just taking up space in your hand and your opponent is not expecting you to throw it. They are expecting you to throw to 0 while you're above 7 health.
Right. Well, and the other thing is, you are the aggressor. So far, most games you're the aggressor.
Usually, yeah.
And
Yeah.
so what's happening is you're coming up to them.
They're
then
not attacking you.
They can attack you and walk away. And so you're not getting that second action.
Or they're not attacking you at all,
Right,
and they're
just walking
keeping you
away.
above
Yeah, depending on
7.
who they are.
So Blood in the Air, though, becomes a really good mix-up to throw when you're early game, I think. Throwing a 4 and them thinking it's the 0 and taking it is amazing. You got so much value. You actually got more value out of this card playing it as not a boost card than you did playing it as a boost card, like later in the game, you know? Like, because they know it's coming. If you've won combat and you're below 7 health and you've done this big combo and it's your last attack, you know they're probably throwing Blood in the Air, and so they're going to block big or they're going to feint. Early game, you're attacking and maybe they're feinting because they think it's the 0, or they're taking it because they think it's the 0, and then you're hitting them for 4 to the face. That's a really, really good use for this card, in my opinion.
Yeah, that being thrown early is, I like that. That was one of the sneakier things that right, because there's Chupa, you want to take a lot of hits against Chupa. Interestingly enough,
that
early game
you kind of do, and if it's the ambush, it's the ambush. Your boost values might not even be that high, and so you're like, it's at the most it's a 3 or a 4.
Well, and the thing with ambush is, if I don't play a card, I'm padding, protecting my other cards I want to keep. So,
and I'm not 2 for 1. I'm not getting 2 for 1.
Exactly. If it's a 0, I take it. Best
case scenario.
Yeah. If it's the ambush, I'm padding, protecting my cards I want to keep. And if I have low boost values, it's a 3, 4 maybe. And so then when it's the 4, it's like, ooh.
And if you haven't won combat yet, the worst that could be is really you're taking a 3 to your face. If it's not the ambush or the 0, it's just a blank. It's a 3 to your face somehow. But the 4, that's like a really efficient use of the card, especially if they haven't won combat. If you haven't won combat this turn, they're really not expecting that to come out. And that card is not hurting Chupa, but a lot of the time you kind of end up having 2, even sometimes 3 Blood in the Airs in your hand because you're like, I haven't been able to double attack and win combat and actually get this up to a 7 or an 8.
I just had an idea, potentially an epiphany. I wonder if that card is going to turn into Achilles' double attack, meaning you don't actually play it. You keep it because when you're fatiguing out and you got to get somewhere, you're boosting with your 3 boost and you're boosting with your 4 boost. That might be a scenario with him where if you've been drawing a bunch and attacking a bunch and you're actually going to fatigue out, I've got to get there. And so I save my 4s. You might throw 1 early and then you save like 1 or 2 to make sure you can get anywhere on the board.
You're moving
and
7.
Right, and to get off that combo. I wonder if that's going to end up happening with that.
I completely agree that that's another really good use for the card, is just being a huge boost to get somewhere, get around somebody.
It hasn't happened in our matches yet.
Achilles,
but I could see that coming up.
Achilles is the number 1 similarity I have for this fighter.
There you go.
And mainly because the first half of your life is your pat, basically.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah.
Like you basically, and this is the other note that I have is, and every time I've played Chupa, I've wished that I've done this, and I haven't played him much.
I know what you're gonna say, and I agree.
Is just not defend.
Yeah, take more hits. Yeah.
Like, you have enough healing and solid defensive values when you're below 7 health that you'll be fine. Honestly.
In fact, it's so much better to take the hits, especially let's say they're melee. They come in because they don't want to overdraw. They want to be efficient, right? They come in, they hit you. You take it. Now you throw the versatile you would have thrown on defense anyways.
Yep.
Draw.
And now it's probably a 5.
And then throw another one, right? And you just boom, attack. That's gonna hurt them way more than it's gonna hurt you.
It's a huge swing in terms of like tempo.
Right, and you want to get down to that.
And they weren't
7.
expecting you to. The other upside too, I guess potentially, is that they're maybe throwing bait attacks into you to try to get natural toughness out of your hand. Like that card is such a problem. Like if you don't know that they have it, it's crazy. If you know that natural toughness is there, that's a very difficult, for both players.
Yeah,
it's very
it turns
difficult.
into rock paper scissors. What the way it feels, how it goes usually, and I wonder if this is what you guys, who have played it, experienced some experience, which is you're attacking into Chupa, you're throwing your big attacks until
natural toughness shows up.
Then at that point, you're now considering doing your bait attacks to get it out, and so I feel like that first natural toughness almost always is going to hit.
Yep, you'll pretty much always get it.
You can always get it back because they're not trying to bait, because they're trying to get those attacks in until natural toughness shows up.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think I would, I might want a mulligan for natural, but so, and then at that point, now you're gonna be like, now it becomes a mind game. Now you got some interesting mind games going on, like reverse Wukoning yourself, where let's say the last action you threw natural toughness, and so now I'm attacking you again. And you are like, okay, you're trying to get my natural toughness out, and I'm like, I think he's not going to play his natural toughness. I'm going to throw my 7, right?
Yeah.
That it creates some really fun interactions.
I just had another thought too. Another reason to not throw your zeros early is because your opponent is more likely to throw big defenses when you're below 7. So, even though it's not the most efficient way,
definitely, right?
Like, it's not the most efficient way to play the zeros, meaning you're making up for the damage you can't do when you're above 7. What you do is you save your zeros actually until, like, it's like you're jingo bonging them. We may have even talked about this before.
Yeah.
You're really jingo bonging. You're holding those zeros so that there's always a potential they're taking it. But then when you're below 7,
right, the threat of the card is more powerful than the card itself.
It really is.
Even though the card is super powerful as what it is. Right.
But once Chupa hits, once Chupa hits 7 or lower, now you're like, okay, I need to max value block for 4 every time.
Right.
Otherwise, I'm just gonna get comboed down, and he's gonna win combat, and then he's gonna blood in the army and deal me a lot of damage. But 0 now, when you're below 7, is you're more likely to defend big, and so I would say the 0 is almost better. Well, literally everything is better when you're below 7. So take attacks early. Be your first half of your life is your Patroclus. Let them hit you. And I think what could end up happening is it becomes like an angry Achilles situation, where it's like if you kill Pat too early, Chupa might just win. When I say kill Pat, I mean get him down to 7 too quickly. Because then all of a sudden his whole deck is now at full power, basically for the rest of the game. Everything is online for the entire game, whereas normally it takes too long for Chupa to actually get to below 7 health for him to be a serious problem.
So here's one of them.
So my Chupa notes made me really excited to play him, and he's definitely one of my favorite fighters in the game.
Here's another one, and another thing that's just like, this is one of the most, you can't understate this, which is just the consistency of the deck.
So consistent.
I don't think you guys can't really see that. Let me try to fix that for you. But it's 3 copy.
Like almost everything is 3 copy.
Yeah.
Except for Unsettle and Natural Toughness, and I think that's it. I think Unsettle and Natural Toughness are the only 2 copies in the deck. Everything else is 3.
Are these the only 2 that actually really benefit off of it? Yeah. So it's 6 cards that you have that really benefit off of it. But that is 6 cards, and
they are very powerful.
Yeah, and then your healing is also like more helpful, because remember, you want to get down to that, and then you can start healing to stay within that threshold still. But
your healing's not online until you take damage either.
Right. One thing, so that we have all of our notes in one place for you guys, even though we've already said this before, this is a fun little thing to think about. Let's say that you are at 9 health. So what you do, you travelers into their zone, you drop an unsettle. You take 2 damage going down to the threshold, 7 health. They discard 2 cards. Ideally, they had 2 cards in hand.
And then you ambush.
Or I'm saying if they have no cards in hand now.
Oh.
Now they have none because they just discarded 2.
Then you
go 4, 4, 4, 4. You know, like.
Well, you can't 4, 4, 4, 4. You could 4, 4.
4-4-4.
No, because you're down to 7, so you go up to 8. So you'd have to do it at 8. If you're at 8, you Travelers down to 6, then you 4-4-4.
You guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But
The
yeah,
details
How cool
matter,
would that
man.
be? You're right. How cool would that be, guys? It's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing. But think about the hand swing there. Like,
Yeah.
even if you don't do that crazy thing, you Travelers in, so you're playing one card, you're unsettling, you're playing one card, they're discarding 2, so now that's even. And then you ambush, and then you draw. So they've discarded 4 cards that turn, and you've drawn 1. You've really only played 2.
I'm not checking your math, but it sounds good.
Well, no, you've played 3, but you've played 3. You've replaced the cards in your hand. You've played 3 cards and you've drawn 1. You've replaced it. So it's really more like you've only played 2 cards from your hand. Does that make sense? It's a 2-card hands. Never mind.
I'm sorry.
You know what I mean.
I know. I believe everybody.
The point is, your opponent's down 4 cards.
Yeah, huge hand swing.
You're only down 2.
Yeah.
And it's the 2 schemes, really.
great.
You've replaced the attack you've attacked with.
I do. Okay, so now let's talk about who can negatives of that. Okay, let's talk about the negatives because so the 7 health thing, right? You have to get down low to 7 health.
Very risky.
Who are fighters that have 3 auto damage cards? Red. Let's include what's his name? Tree. With his +3 on his attacks. That's auto,
Sure,
3
it's
auto
basically
damage.
3 auto.
Let's include 3 auto damage.
That's a really interesting matchup too, actually.
Jill Trent, 3 auto damage.
Yeah, potentially. It's not guaranteed.
Correct, but 3 auto damage. I mean, just anybody that has that locked in.
Or defensive auto
terrifying.
damage. Defensive auto damage is really
really
scary.
good too. Yeah.
Moon Knight, like being able to throw those in.
Luke Cage, Titanium.
Luke Cage, skin like titanium is really scary. Wukong,
Wukong.
man. Or just like ping damage. You like Dracula.
Drac with his pings and his beast forms.
It's just gonna really shorten Chupa's lifespan and the beast form.
Achilles with his
being
+2s,
huge.
like fighters that can hit hard. To where you don't want to use your 5s. Your 5s on defense. You want to use. You have to use them on defense instead of offense.
I just had a thought. If Chupa's at 7 and Drac has 2 beast forms and Chupa's attacking, Drac basically has it locked in.
Yeah, down to 6.
Ping down to 6, beast form, you're dead. But through anything. Pretty much.
And
unless
that's-
unless Chupa gets 5 block.
So then guess what the game becomes? Does Chupa try to out-fatigue Drac in that game?
Drac has no more damage.
Or does he
really.
just try to run him down quickly before he can get that second beast form in his hand? He doesn't have much defense. I think you just try to run him down and just hope the deck orders in your favor.
Get this. Chupa actually has more defense than Blackbeard.
If you can't include the recursion, because the recursion could be forever.
Oh, let's say you get at least 1 from each of them.
Okay.
Then technically, yeah, he has more than Blackbeard. Blackbeard has 15 potential defenses.
He's got a lot of reds. He's got a lot.
Blackbeard
of
actually
reds.
does.
He's got the 3/3. Well, we'll get to it in a second.
We'll get to Blackbeard.
All right, so I do think though that there's a number of fighters, a good amount of fighters that are going to be scary for Chupa at that point once he hits that 7, and so that'll
Sherlock
be
is actually going to be. I think Chupa actually might just smoke Sherlock. Yeah, I don't know if Sherlock can keep up.
Yeah.
But like also Sherlock could. I don't know because it's going to be really hard for Chupa to get below 7 health. Sherlock's never going to attack him.
And he's throwing those 4s. He can't. And those boost 4s. He's got high boost values. You
have to throw those immediately.
Yeah. You'd have to.
Be a really interesting one actually. Anyways.
Okay, so yeah, I think he's good. Super fun to play.
Very, very fun.
And
very consistent deck. And even more consistent because of his draw. He will always be able to get to the cards he needs to get
I think
to.
great fighter for new fighters, new players. You can give them Chupa, and they're going to have a fun time. they won't know when to draw, when to not draw. But I mean, who cares? You're just every time you attack, draw. Whatever, it doesn't matter. And then boost around, attack. It's a fun fighter to play. They would have fun with it.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about low key.
Very meta.
yeah.
Very meta.
Oh, sorry. So you want to do Blackbeard actually next? Because you have Blackbeard next in your.
I actually do have Blackbeard next, but I agree that Blackbeard going first is above Loki, but Blackbeard not always going first is about the same.
Okay.
Is where I have him.
So.
And I also am just not sure. This is where my gut put them.
Lushan is like Muldoon that can slap you with a log. Right.
Yeah.
One Chupa, 2 Blackbeard, 3 Loki, 4 Pandora. Ape Medusa, yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I could see that argument. I disagree, but I could see it. Yeah, CityRunner, you're welcome. Thanks for displaying the cards. So you have suboptimal. You have to play suboptimal with Chupa. Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes you do.
But it becomes optimal.
That's what all bait attacks are, right? You're baiting out their best defenses with your worst attacks to hit your best offenses over their worst defenses.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I think it's a valid. Like, it's not suboptimal if
you're never gonna get it.
If people are taking, attacks when you're above 7 health, then what's really suboptimal is playing a 0 and them taking it.
For defense, yeah.
That's really suboptimal. So I mean, like.
Right. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
It's not max potential value, I suppose, but it is like.
It's more damage than you probably would have gotten if you had done it, and you're not.
It's a lot more damage,
and you're not boosting with a card.
4 to the face is way more than you'll probably get with most of the zeros.
Right. Yeah. You just cross that bridge as it comes. If they start taking attacks, you're like, okay, cool.
Let's throw some force.
Now I know some stuff, right? Too many random interactions. Again, T-Rex does seem to have more consistent damage. He does. Yeah, she does.
Yeah, but it's harder to get to, like, it's harder to get to your opponent. Chupa doesn't have to work as hard to get there and attack. T-Rex a lot of times has to work pretty hard to actually get there, waste a lot of damage to get there, and then is doing a lot of self-damage. Can't afford to do it, though. Usually.
One thing that goes in both T-Rex and Chupa's favor, and just every aggro fighter, is the new addition of Santa Claus Town.
Dude.
Right, so now we have 2 move 3 centers, which means
Totally
when you're
forgot
banning
about that.
small maps, especially with the rules right now, which is only 2 map or 3 map bans, which I think they got to make it up to 4. But with 3 map bans, you're banning, usually you're banning Sanctum, and you're banning Santa Claus Village, and then probably Raptor Paddock.
Probably Raptor Paddock, yeah.
Which means all the other ones are open now. So you've got Hanging Gardens, you've got Globe, you've got Naglfar,
yeah,
you've got Baskerville. You got some like really tight, a lot of tight.
Fairland Forest is pretty tight too.
Fairland Forest is pretty tight, and especially if you have sidekicks that can move.
Yep.
Far. Yeah, so it opens up the world a little bit. And Chupa with map.
Dude, yeah.
So, yeah, Chupa with map is pretty cool. But also, I think you do want to go. I think the whole set really does enjoy going first.
Oh yeah, 100%.
By and large, they like going first. It helps their game plan. All right, not Pandora, Blackbeard.
Yeah, let's do it.
So you have Blackbeard where?
I have him at 20.
Okay.
So I have him right, basically smack dab in the middle of, I guess, what we would say B tier.
Okay.
I have him high mid. I have him right below Tomoe and Achilles and Jill. And then I have him above Black Widow, above Titania, above Sinbad, above Philippa.
We have some fighters that we really disagree on because I don't know who your top 10 looks like. I don't know who you got in there that I don't have in there because like my Tomoe I've got at 15.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have Tomoe at 18. And yeah, honestly the high mid tier right now like is very crowded. Like
you could go up and beyond.
It really is like when you get up to
decimal differences. You're
really not as far apart as you would be. So maybe in the mid tier. Tomoe, I think, could easily be 15. But right now I have Moon Knight and Luke Cage above Tomoe and Achilles.
No. The end.
I do think Tomoe is so good. I hate playing against Tomoe. My goodness.
I play a lot of Tomoe.
Yeah, you do.
I think my win rate's pretty good with Tomoe. It's pretty good. No, Loki, did you beat me? No, it was
no,
really
you beat
close.
me. But it was also on Marmorial, which I always forget to ban.
Right. Okay, so, but I got
Loki Tomoe is really fun though.
so no, actually, I have Tomoe's at 15, Titania 16, Blackbeard 17. I have Siri at 18.
You have Titania a lot higher than I do, actually.
I don't know if I would pick her there, but I think that she might be there. It's one of those things.
I love Titania. I still have, for some reason,
I would pick Achilles over her. I'd pick Luke Cage over her.
I have Widow higher than
below. You have Widow way too high. I think.
I need to play Widow again.
Yeah.
But Titania, I made this tier list in really fast, so it's been a minute
Again, we're ranking rocks, papers, and scissors.
A little bit, yeah.
It's like, at what point can you even do that? We're trying. I think that
maybe Houdini is too high for me. I have Houdini pretty high.
I have him at 14.
I have him higher than that. I have him 1, 2, 3. Actually, I might have him at 14.
It's a good spot.
I'm at 11.
I have Jill Trent up there.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe my Jill Trent. I don't know about your Jill Trent.
Huh?
Anyways, sorry. So Blackbeard. Let's talk.
Yeah.
Blackbeard I have right now at 20, but I could definitely see him climbing as he's going to be a staple tournament pick, I think. I think he's a very safe thing to say.
If you can get first with him,
my goodness.
It's just the world's your oyster, guys. And the person who you're playing against, if they have not watched this channel or done their research on their own time or heard somehow else, right, they're not going to know what maps to ban. Because his map spread is so good.
Yeah, you talk about that.
His map spread is so good. So there are 3 maps that you have to ban as Blackbeard. So you have to. How's it work? If he's picking map, no, he's not picking map.
He's taking position. Let's say he takes position.
Right. So he's taking position, right? And so the opponent, if they don't know those 3 maps, then they're giving you a good map. Not a solid map, but a good map. So it's interesting that. Well, that's how it works. Because Blackbeard can just choose. He can choose those 3 maps to not.
He can ban those 3.
Right, he bans those 3, and then you have to pick the other ones. Right.
And you have to pick something, and
so it's at least okay.
He does feel like, even though he's a move 2 ranged, which is the standard, his extra action,
it's crazy,
is really can help make up for movement, draw. Yeah. He can aggress with it. I really love the dilemma that Blackbeard poses.
It's so fun.
Do I cancel his... that's one of his strengths. His effects overall are very strong.
Yeah.
I actually have him kind of compared to Little Red in that way, because Little Red's effects are all, I would say, stronger than average. But you're not guaranteed to get them all because you may not line up your symbols right. And so it's almost like your opponent is effectively getting extra cancels. And Blackbeard, it's the same way, where if you're not careful, or if you're being careful, you're canceling more of Blackbeard's effects, but you're also then giving Blackbeard extra actions to play. And so Blackbeard just kind of forks you with that way. He says, all right, do you give me 3 actions every turn, basically, or do you cancel my really good effects?
I just raised Little Red up. You inspired me. You got me excited about her again. I love her. She's so good.
Even though I gave you a negative thing about Little Red? But her effects are really good.
Her effects are so good. And guess what? You, for the most part, you can
you can almost guarantee you can really line them up. Same with Blackbeard. Yeah. Very versatile, really balanced deck, very pretty consistent deck. He can hit red and yellow sometimes, because half his deck is red and yellow.
He's got a pretty good health pool. He's got some good defenses.
Solid health pool. He's got token sidekicks, so you can play that way, and because of your 3rd action potential, you can do mini pop-offs, That is what makes him so good. One thing that we found when playing him was that the more controlled you tend to play Blackbeard,
Yes.
the better he really seems to
Yes.
be. You don't just go, unless you're playing against like Sherlock or maybe Electra or someone who you really have to just gun down. You play a very controlled Blackbeard, and then you pop off.
Yep. You play what you're given. You don't overextend. Don't just say I'm gonna go hard the
I'm
whole
going to pay the
game,
balloon every time.
or I'm going to not do that the whole game. It's like, no, what is the best thing right now in this moment for your hand, for the board, for the health, who you're playing against,
Yeah.
and do that every single turn. And if you're thinking that way, as opposed to just like have like a plan going in, that will be the best way to play Blackbeard.
He is isn't his ability called, like, it's not Master Strategist, that's Oda. What's his ability called?
Privateer turned pirate.
Privateer turned pirate. But I thought it was like like, you have to be thinking like a strategic commander.
He's an accountant.
Yeah, he's counting his money. But do the thing that earns you the most money, you know? Like,
Right.
if you can afford to play controlled and not spend doubloons on actions, just think of that as more times you're dealing auto damage to them, making them discard, like canceling their effects.
I think he's going to reward on that.
Dealing
on
more
that note.
damage.
He's going to really reward people that put. This is the first fight I really felt like when you say the words like, "Oh yeah, I main that guy." I think that is going to matter here
Yeah.
because you're going to be playing. It's going to depend on what fighter you're playing against. Will determine, okay, do I want to try to have, like, you still want to have a kind of a game plan, right? You're not going to stick to it 100%, but you want to have a game plan of, like, I think I could go 3 actions a lot. Or I think I kind of want to, like Bigfoot, right? Is your game going to be draw as much as you can, attack every turn? Or is it going to be, I don't want to ever use my ability except for maybe one time in the
You
game?
just want to go pure value,
Right.
almost fatigue.
With him, I think it's the same kind of thing of, I think I might want to actually keep all my tokens,
Yep.
keep all my doubloons, and just get all the effects off every single time.
I think that's going to be
You know?
the best way.
But then there's ways to play him where it's like, no, this game is,
now
I'm aggressing the whole time. And it might just be as
it'll pay
simple as,
off.
is he going first or is he going second? If you're going second, maybe you just do that second thing, or that other thing, right? And then if you're going first, just go 3
aggro.
actions and go aggro. Until you can't anymore, then you just try to settle down, rebuild up, try to defend, try to keep your doubloons.
the three fighters I have him most similar to, which makes sense, right? We said Little Red because of the effect thing. Very stronger than average effects, but doesn't always get them. I have him similar to Genie, Tesla, and Black Widow. And all of those are fighters that are, you know, very, I would say, versatile, like, and have pop-off potential, but also reward a value game.
Yeah, utilizing
Yeah.
your resources that you have. Well,
Yeah.
right. That's good.
Just basically, he's just Genie with more upside, really. He doesn't have the draw, like, crazy combo,
He's got way more damage.
but he does a lot more damage on average. He has a little bit more disruption.
Board control.
Yeah, he has
His
the
turn
token
one's better.
sidekicks.
Like getting 3 actions without any cost. Like it really doesn't. There's like no cost. Turn 1. There's
Well,
like
it costs
no
1
cost.
doubloon.
But it's basically no cost. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I'm saying it costs a
The
doubloon. A gold piece.
it's
a gold piece.
it is. It's like, yes, please, because you're
Yeah.
I'm either gonna maneuver and attack twice on some maps, or I'm gonna maneuver twice, attack once.
And I just
And-
gave myself card advantage.
Huge
And huge position advantage.
I probably corralled you or pinned you or
Yeah.
something, and then I'm gonna do the same thing next turn. And you're not attacking me. Why? Because, well, 1, you might be melee.
Yeah.
2, if you're ranged, can you afford to? Can you draw off of
Yeah.
this? And what if I feint your draw? Like, there's just like, and then you're giving me 2 coins back. Thank you. Now they get 3 actions for the next 2 turns. So
He's got card draw. He's got big attacks. He's got little attacks that do auto damage. He's got random discard. He's got chosen discard. He has no optional discard. That's kind of cool. He has crazy value sometimes. Like, lots of, like, he has some 4s, 5s. I mean, he has, like, kind of Yanenga, like a lot of 3s, too.
Right.
And then also his sidekicks, too, are underrated, I think. Like, they can do the sidekicks cards. They can play a good number of cards. And they're all very useful. The movement and auto damage it could be a 5. The sidekicks could mix in a 5.
With an action gain.
Right, with an action gain. Or they can mix in another 5 that draws you a card. It's a boost attack. They can throw that too.
The red 5?
No, they can throw the red 5 that action gains, or they can throw the blue or the purple 2 that you can boost to a 5.
Okay.
And draws you a card.
Right. Here, so let's look at the cards.
Sorry, we're talking about these cards.
So
Right. Oh, makes
so
me want to play
here's
Blackbeard.
just dude, I want to play this so badly. So this is just like, it's a good card, but I feel like most times, unless you're against a Wukong or sidekick fighter, you are going to be using this probably for the boost value. I believe. And so
Probably,
that would be in one of these. You could boost this with that. That's a pretty great thing. The reason why this is so I don't like this as an attack. What I want to do with this card, this is your
draw and defense.
I don't want to lose my doubloon, so I'm going to full block, and I'm going to draw on defense, keep up my hand advantage, keep my doubloon so I can 3 actions you, and go pop, pop, pop.
That's really good.
And then
yeah,
this could be a defense for them, because it's just like, okay, you killed me, and now I'm back.
And now I'm back,
Yeah.
and I'm right next to you.
Yeah. Oh, you thought
I'm in the same spot, probably.
Right.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
This is the one. This is really nice.
Yeah.
I think I always throw this
I almost always throw it as Blackbeard.
as Blackbeard, but I feel, because what it would take is either it would take a second Sea Dog next
Or
to them,
Blackbeard himself.
or Blackbeard next to them, which
Yeah.
you don't want. And so usually you're throwing this as Blackbeard because it's from range, which is televised. I played this against Courtney. I beat her, of course, but like, she fainted every single one of these. I threw 3 of these, and she fainted all 3.
Jeez, yeah, that sucks.
And she doesn't play a bunch of Unmatched. I think she's just like, this
Yeah.
feels like it's this.
Right. It reminds me almost of Tomoe as well, a little bit. Just his whole thing, like, pick your poison. Like, do I stand next to Tomoe and trade with Tomoe and lose value, and probably lose, honestly, against a ranged fighter right next to you?
Right.
Or do I run away from Tomoe and take damage? You know?
Right.
Blackbeard kind of feels that way, where he's just like constantly forking you with the doubloon ability. I know, but like,
Yeah.
he's constantly making you have to like,
Right.
do I die this way or this way? And it makes him really good.
Yeah.
He's probably, I think he's actually going to be easier to play than Loki. So I probably should have him a little higher than Loki, but
And here's what he can throw. Like, guys, look at these effects. These are just pretty.
that's a pretty nuts effect.
Yeah.
That's a crazy card.
So if you're able to play that, that game where you're getting actual, like, you have all your doubloons, then you can throw this as a 7.
Just as a printed 7, as a ranged fighter.
And you can throw this and take out a card from their hand.
And there's nothing they can do other
Can't stop it.
than faint.
And you can throw a 5 and make them randomly discard.
And then take a ping damage.
And then ping
It's really a 6.
to each opposing. So you're gonna nuke the whole thing.
It's so crazy.
So
Yeah.
he's got some good stuff. Also, feints are really cool because it doesn't feel bad if they stop the feint, because
you're getting 2 doubloons
back.
That's
Yes, please.
I was gonna say that's priceless, but it's actually priced on the card. It's exactly 2. But it's also a 3 value. Like,
Feels
it's
good.
a 3 value feint that you can play. Your Sea Dogs can play also.
And this is an interesting one because
Yeah, that's so interesting.
it always has interesting implications of like, one, you could play it when you have all your doubloons, and so you're guaranteed all 3, right? Mm-hmm. But I think what usually happens is you have 1 doubloon like in the treasure when you play this card, and you're letting them choose. Do they give you health? Do you let your guy come back? Oh, sorry, which one do they not do, right? Do they not let you gain the action? Do they not let you bring a guy back, or do they not let you get your health? And it's usually the health.
It's usually heal. Like, it feels too
Right.
like, feels too good for Blackbeard to get more health than he already has.
Yeah.
But then I always forget it's place the Sea Dog anywhere.
Anywhere. So that can win you a game, guys.
That can definitely win. It has won you a game.
You can, literally, you can be on the other side of the world, and then you play that.
End of
they
the
stop
game.
the thing. You go, okay, and you drop your guy now. Don't maneuver, because guess what? My deck's empty. I don't have to maneuver, though. And now
This happened in a
and
game,
now I just
by the way.
throw the actual attacks. And you're like, wait, what just happened?
And then you attack twice with a Sea Dog, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
now it's their turn.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then they have to probably at the end of their deck too, and they have to draw twice and take 4 damage.
Oh, and guess what? The Sea Dog threw the action gain attack.
Right.
Maybe. I guess they'd have to have 2 people.
You drop 2 of these. Bop bop.
Gain 2 actions, place 2 Sea Dogs next to him.
That'd be really cool.
Action gain, action gain. It's too fun.
Dude, what a combo. That would be insane. All right. Weakness. So he does have weaknesses. His weakness is
If you can attack for more than 4.
exactly, but not even
4.
like if you can hit for 4, at least just twice, like more than twice, you're guaranteed to be not guaranteed. Sorry, I take that back. Yeah, basically attack for more than 4. Let's just make it easy. Attack. A lot of attacks into him. So high aggro players are really good into him, and then attacking for a lot because he damage is so good into Blackbeard.
Combat damage.
Combat damage is so good into Blackbeard because you're taking that doubloon and he needs them and you need them. It's really, really consequential. And so when he can stop you, if he can stop you from taking them, he's going to do everything he can.
Yeah.
So that's the weakness. So it would be fighters with card draw, aggro fighters, action gain fighters that can attack a lot.
Genie, right? Like we played this a few times and it felt actually very
So
Genie
bad.
good. It felt very good for Genie. We did give Genie basically full advantage though.
Right, and I think it's a different game again. It's not entirely different though. Actually, if Blackbeard goes first because of Genie,
You don't actually want to go in.
your
and
prisoners at any point can just get you back in it.
I actually don't mind going second as Genie. I actually like going second as Genie a lot of times because you're kind of just like,
Sick,
all right,
twisted.
now come over here.
Right. So I think that he's good. I don't think that he's great, but I think he's very good.
Yes.
And I think that he will be very, very good going first. And he'll be very, very good into a lot of fighters.
He'll be solid.
And he should be solid going second. He should be
Yeah.
fine. We'll find out. We'll find out how big that spread is.
I do think he'll struggle into, like maybe Moon Knight, maybe Luke Cage, even though they're melee.
This whole set massively struggles to fighters that get that +2 on their attacks.
That have modified
attacks is going to counter this set. Achilles, Leshen, Alice, maybe. Luke Cage feels like a +2 fighter.
He really does.
Who has a
Tesla,
Golden Bat. Sure, big hitters. Yeah, Golden Bat. Yeah.
Tesla is modifying his attack a lot.
Right.
I mean, not a lot. Just
Annie Christmas maybe.
Annie Christmas, yeah, getting
Probably
+2, yeah. But yeah, Blackbeard though you have to play. If you play disciplined, he is one of those fighters who feels like he has the chance to win any match. Kind of like a Widow. Like I know you keep No,
I agree with this sentence though. She feels like she can win any match.
Yes.
I agree. She just doesn't win any match hard ever.
She
right?
never wins.
She
never
win,
blows it out.
She can win almost every match.
Yes.
Legitimately.
She can be Yenenga, Medusa.
Blackbeard will feel that same way.
I think so.
Of like, I can win
have a
almost every
chance.
match with this guy.
Yeah.
Jill Trent feels like that. I can win almost every match with Jill Trent. And so I think he'll feel that very similar to that. And which is why that spread, right, of going first, going second, is because he actually gets a significant advantage when he goes first. Going second, it's like, yeah, I can win this, but I'm going to have to...
You can still win it. You're going to have to be really disciplined.
Sweet.
That's Blackbeard.
Blackbeard. Last but not least in any stretch.
Our favorite fighter of the set,
Our favorite fighter.
I think he's probably mine, but I haven't had as much time with him because somebody's been hogging him.
No, I have not.
Rewind the tape.
Here, let's check the chat. Check the chat. See if anything's here.
We never actually said.
We did. You said 20 for your ranking for.
Oh, I have Loki at 19.
Oh yeah, we haven't. Yeah,
we never actually said his name though. It's Loki. We're talking about Loki.
Oh right. Before I forget.
Yeah.
Before I forget, I should have at the beginning of the video. big shout out to Restoration Games. I've been forgetting this lately because we record all those videos.
Yeah.
But yeah, every time I use this site, I should try to think of this. But shout out to Restoration Games. They did send me this set, and I'm so glad they did because I got to make so many videos, and we got to play it a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm glad because we don't get to play very much anymore. We only play once a week max.
Pretty much,
which is unfortunate. And so it's nice having that extra chunk of
extra time
playing.
Yeah.
Where you kind of have to, but you also really want to. It's one of those.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to. Oh wait, we're just talking Loki. Yeah.
We're talking Loki.
All right.
Man, he's such a difficult fighter to. He was the hardest one to rank, I think.
Okay.
Because I wanted to put him top of high mid. But we've also run him against Tomoe and Luke, and you can also from those you can kind of think about how he would perform into some other fighters similar to them or around their strength level. And he definitely has some downsides. I guess we can talk the downsides first. You want to talk about him?
Yeah. I'd love to talk about him. No. With each other, we've done the positives.
We've done the positives first.
Let's go positives first.
Yeah. Let's be consistent.
His whole spiel is the greatest thing in the history of the world.
Let's
just start there. Let's just start with this being the greatest thing ever. Okay. His ability.
His cards
it's
are
like Christmas.
so insane.
It's like Christmas morning. Okay. It feels so good when it works, when it happens. You have these trick cards in your hand, and when you play the trick card, it goes into your opponent's hand. Can you pull out all the tricks?
Yeah.
So there's a scheme, there's a blue defense, there's a versatile purple, and there's a red attack. And there's, I think it's 9 total of those.
There's 9 total tricks.
So this is where it really gets kind of interesting, and I feel like he's a very deck. He cares about his deck a lot, but the order matters a lot. When he plays these cards that go into the hand, they're good things for him, and then in your hand it's bad because if you don't play it, then you are adding to his movement value. It can become insane. And if you do play it, then something bad's happening to you, which is also really, really cool. And the worst thing is if you don't play it, not only is he getting the movement value, but show that Ragnarok.
Yeah. So the threat of Ragnarok. It's a 0 value, but it can't be canceled during combat. Add +3 to this card's value for each trick in your opponent's hand. So if they have 3 tricks in hand, it's a 9. Which is not very hard at all. Mm-hmm. But also the high point of this card, let's say they somehow have a full hand of tricks, it's a 21.
Right. Not to mention those tricks that are in the hand
you've been attacked with
that you will at some point, if they're played, still hurt the person playing them and help you.
Right. They're gonna get you lower.
It's going to happen.
Yeah. It's crazy.
This card though is kind of it's so good that you have to respect it every game,
and it tells you how to play against Loki.
Correct. So here's this game. Here's his. This is my favorite one of his little cards. This one and the blue one's my favorite. This one's so cool. You swap the values. On offense, not very good. On defense, it's very, very good. On offense, it would be very good if you are at a modifier. That'd be awesome. Actually, that'd be really cool. Yeah, if you're on a +2. Okay, let's say you pulled them over here. You place them next to you. You're at the +2. Then you hit him with Freya's Rescue with the +2 on it. So let's say the block with a 4. And so you take their 4, you give them your 2, and then you add the +2 to your 4.
So it's a 6 and a 2.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. And then they were going to give you 3 health.
They're going to heal. Yeah. Do not. This is the biggest mistake I've been seeing is do not play this card
when you're at full health.
If you're at full health.
Because then they're just going to play it too.
Play it only when you've lost 3 or more. just do that.
Yeah.
And then the next one, this is a very cool one. Again, this is also an important thing. You have to pay attention with these cards. If this card is played, if you play it on defense, it goes into their hand. If you're going to attack them that next turn, make sure that the next card you're getting which is it can get tricky because it could be if you play trick, your last discarded card.
Is probably in their hand.
It could be the card that you played 4 turns ago.
Right. Yeah, you have to keep track.
To keep track of that, and so make sure you're getting a good card back. You want your red 4, you want a trick.
My favorite Loki card. Yeah.
The red 4.
Dude, that is like the most insane.
Do my bidding on offense.
We'll look at that.
Oh yeah, okay.
And after we're done with looking at the trick, but yeah.
So it's cool though. It's a cool attack. It's a cool defense. Makes them have to play discard cards to do damage to you. This is best played into like a 6, so that they want to discard a card to get that 3 damage.
Yeah.
And then.
So you want to play that as your big block.
Right. That's your big block. That's your big block.
Because you're either full blocking whatever they're doing, or you're 2-for-1ing them, and then you're getting card back eventually.
Right. And then you have your red 4, your trick. It's in the artwork's actually. I'm coming around the artwork a lot. I really do like it. It's not my favorite, but it looks really cool. So you get a draw. This is cool. It helps you keep up the aggression, and then if they play it, they take 2 damage to their hero, not just whoever played the card. That's also very, very interesting and very cool.
Yes.
So those are the tricks.
And then, so what were we gonna say? So playing the tricks obviously makes it like your opponent can't just keep them in the hand, which means they have to play them, or they're gonna want to play them as soon as possible. So I think the key with Loki is gonna be to make that difficult.
Yes.
Make it make it costly for them to play the trick.
Right.
Every time, and make it as costly as possible. For example,
let's say that they have these 2 cards in their hand. Okay, and you know they're gonna play it, and you attack them. Mm-hmm. One thing you can do.
Yeah. So my favorite Loki card is this one. I don't know if it's I don't know what your favorite Loki card is.
That's a really fun card. My favorite would just be any trick. I think just
the tricks are very fun.
The 0 is also so fun to play.
The 0 is cool, and maximizing those zeros is we'll look at that in a second. Not the Ragnarok. There's another 0. Mm-hmm. So immediately, if your opponent played a card, return it to their hand. Look at their hand and choose a card for them to play. So just like
it's crazy,
the most insane, you get to decide how much damage you're gonna do to them, if any, which is an interesting way to do it. Mm-hmm. You could selectively choose like their best value block and play this card into it, just so that your next attack is actually going to.
Yeah, you get to choose the best thing for you at that time.
Yeah,
and it could be that. It could be taking a feint. It could be you want to make them play the blue 3.
Maybe you really want to.
Maybe you've got a card on your top of your thing that is like so good that you want to bring back, and so you like maybe it's you're looking for trouble,
Right.
And so like I'm gonna make you play that. You're not playing it because you don't want me to get that back, and so let me attack you, make you play it, get my thing back. There's so many options when you play this card. You literally just take the best thing. It's very fun, but it is just a 4 though.
It is just a 4,
but it's a cool.
But it's a very really powerful 4.
Yeah,
gives you hand knowledge. He has a lot of things that give you hand knowledge.
Yes.
Partly from your tricks taking up places in their hand, but also just some other cards you have. Levaden is like pretty. Is it Levaden? Is that what it's called?
The yellow?
No, it's the this one.
Levaden. The boost one.
Yeah, this is a really interesting one. You can choose to get a trick back with this, which I think is a fantastic use of it, actually.
Move your hand.
Yeah, sorry.
You're good.
Really fantastic use of the card is to get a trick back. Or to,
or to actually
value attack or block.
Yeah.
To just get hand knowledge.
When you're blocking, it is yeah, you're getting hand knowledge, but it is a shot in the dark. You don't know what they have in their hand.
You don't know. But depending on who you're playing against,
you could have a big boost, right? Though it feels bad to do it and to get a 1. It feels really bad to hit a 1 on there because then you didn't take a boost. You didn't take a trick back.
This is definitely the regroup of the deck, which is pretty crazy. Can
good regroup, yeah.
Saying that because it could be a pretty decent value. Attack.
Something interesting about his deck: no boost 1s, only boost 2s and 3s. I don't believe there's a 4, and
the tricks have no boost.
And the tricks have no boosts. So it's an interesting interesting deck construction. I think Black Panther would actually really enjoy playing against him, because if he's taking your cards, it's at least a 2.
Yep.
And if it's not, that means he took your trick, which is
also really good.
Yeah, so I think that'd be fun for Black Panther.
Black Panther. Yeah, that's a really interesting one.
The 0. Let's throw up the red 0. The
right. This
and the
underhanded.
And underhanded, right.
Yeah. So these, what's really interesting about Loki that's unique, or one of the other unique things about him, is that he has cards that really maybe spread them out so they can see both of them. He has cards that incentivize you to have a hand disadvantage, which is really cool considering there's so many fighters now that are all about hand advantage.
And you're adding cards to their hand with your tricks.
Loki actually becomes more dangerous the more cards you have in your hand, because he's attacking for higher values or defending for potentially higher values.
Right. And this card is awesome.
It's really cool.
And I actually just thought of something which I wanted to start doing now, which is you have a full hand of 7. I attack you with my red 4 trick. I guess it doesn't matter. It's always just best at a. It doesn't matter. I throw my red 4 trick, right, and then I attack you with a 0, because now you're still at 7. It's not that big a deal. Never mind. Nothing crazy. I mean,
and you were at the same hand count.
In my mind, you were like, maybe. Let's say that you really think it's a 0, so you take it. Oh, but why'd you do that?
Why would you do that? You take 7.
Yeah, it's stupid. Never mind.
That's what's so interesting about this card is, like, you think of it as it's not really a Jingo Bong mix-up. It's more just like a...
You'll die if you take
I'll
this.
take what you give me, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, you blocked it? I'll take the action.
You blocked it? Yeah, I'll take action gain. Or you took it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now you're taking 4 to 7 to the face.
Crazy. You just can't.
Insane card.
Take it.
And then Underhanded is just a really solid card, man. It can full block these, modified attacks that Loki can really struggle into, like, the 6 value, 7 value attacks of some people. And it can even deal with, if you have timed it right, if Chupa has the hand advantage, you can block the 0 with it, which is a really interesting interaction.
He just has a lot of choice, which I love. Choice is one of my most favorite things in any game
in the world.
And he has a lot of choice, and but why he looks OP? So why is he not OP?
Yeah,
because of how strong he is, because of his Ragnarok, because of his tricks. It kind of actually makes it so you only have one option, which is when a trick is played into you, play the trick back.
As soon as you can.
And so there's a couple things with that. Once you know that, it becomes less fun to play as Loki, and less fun to play against Loki, because instead of there being like all these options and things, do I play the trick? Do I not play the trick? It kind of puts the game on rails, unfortunately. So you got to get out of that, and that's why I'm super excited to play him the most, because I want to
figure out ways
I want to figure out ways to get around that.
Yeah.
How do we make it to where it's no longer that thing, and to where I make it like, I think the best scenario would be I make it so you can't play the tricks, right? That's the best case scenario. Is you can't play the tricks.
The key is, how do you get that to work?
Because to get them low enough, you have to play it. So it's like, and like the earlier you get your tricks, the better, usually. But it is actually the case now, and I think that's what's interesting is do you hold on to those tricks and you just wait and then play them at the end so that you can actually make it so they can't play them. I think that's the answer.
Exactly, yeah. And that is what I have written down, is that normally you think like Sinbad, right? Because he really does feel in a lot of ways like Sinbad. He gets more dangerous, more powerful the more of these voyages, the more of these tricks that you've played. But with Sinbad, you get the voyages out as soon as possible. And so I think with Loki, we automatically did that because it just like put the trick in your hand. Let's just get it in there and make it so that you have to deal with this. Right. But also, if you're playing against a lot of fighters can just handle dealing with one trick at a time, or early game they're like, sure, I'll take 2 damage to my hero, and then you'll never see that trick again.
Right.
I think the key is going to be, maybe throw a couple tricks early game just to keep your game going, but save your tricks to the end, especially the red 4s, because
you want the damage to hurt, and damage doesn't hurt if you're at full health.
Yep.
Damage only hurts when you're at 6 health, right? That's like, do I take 2 damage? Mm-hmm. Do I get on to 4?
And I think too, what we've seen is that like you don't need to play the tricks to get damage through. It feels good to play the tricks because you're like, I'm making them do a thing.
I'm making them do a thing, right?
And my movement's increasing, which increased movement over the course of the whole game is kind of nice. But I think Loki doesn't shy away from combat interactions as much as we thought. He has solid defense. He's got solid card draw if he needs it / wants it. He's got action gain. He doesn't necessarily shy away from card disadvantage, at least not as much as other people. So I think the key is going to be to use your other cards, your Shapeshifter, which is a 0, your Looking for Trouble, and then maybe your defensive tricks, like your Sindri's, whatever it is, the other thing. Sindri's Bet, the blue 3 trick. And using those to get, your damage through early game, underhanded on offense maybe every now and then. And then another play that I thought of, right? If your opponent is playing tricks as soon as they get them, you play your blue 3 tricks earlier, or as soon as you can.
I think you mulligan for your blue 3s.
And then you attack with your feint into it, and it's just 2 damage. You might not be able. You might have to save your feints, but like you're attacking with your feint into when they're gonna play a trick, is like a really. That's a pretty cool play, Like you're just dealing 2 damage straight through to them. Right. You're getting them closer to that point where as soon as you start playing your red 4s, now they're really taking up spots in their hand.
Okay, so here's what I would want. You can't make your hand do what you want, right?
Yeah.
I think if I give you my blue 3, I'm playing my red 4, and making you not play your blue 3. Until I have a card I really want on top, and then, so like I'm choosing you to not play because you're gonna play your blue 3.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You throw your Looking for Trouble.
Right, to make you not play your blue 3.
Yep.
And then until I can do it, till I get a really good card, right?
Right.
That's one thing. And it could be maybe what I'm doing is I play my scheme.
Yeah.
No, it goes in your hand. Sorry, never mind. I don't do that. But yeah, I think one of the moves is going to be, and we did it in our 3-player game, which is not translatable, but there's some things that were interesting and that were translatable, which is it feels really good to trick.
Yep.
I think if you can trick, if when you play a trick you're playing 2 tricks like in a turn, that is massive.
Sure.
Let's say you're double attacking me. If I have blue in my purple, heck yeah, I just put 2 tricks in your hand. And if it's my turn, and it feels like it works for the hands and everything, right? And I go, boom, scheme you over here, red for you. I think those kinds of things are really, if you can do those moments, and again maybe trying to save them, that's probably going to be what he needs to do. All right, so his weaknesses. We talked about people that can attack. This is one of the biggest weaknesses, which we're talking it, but we're not saying it like literally. So what literally happens, which is crazy, is Loki is giving cards. He's giving playable cards to his opponent.
Right. So
it's actually like it hurts.
It actually hurts you if you're not careful. Like I don't think you can't just mindlessly play tricks and say, "Haha, I'm hurting you." Like we ran Luke Cage, I think, Loki, and I can't remember who else, but like there was a point where I was like, oh, thank you for the attacks. Exactly. You're
giving in Luke
or extra defenses.
Luke, thank you for the highest defense that Luke has in his
right
deck.
You give me Sindri's Bet, I say, oh, thank you.
I have a 5 now.
Right. So you have to be careful because when you're giving them cards, the card hurts them to play, but you're still giving them a card that allows them to play something in combat, right?
Right.
Um,
And there's too important to your deck. You can't just avoid doing it and be like, oh, I can't give them the cards.
you have to use your tricks.
You have to play them.
But you have to play them when they hurt the
when
opponent
they
to
can't
play.
play them, right.
That's the key, I think, is you can't just play tricks willy-nilly. And that's, like, for anybody who, like, has looked at Loki long enough, they're going to realize that they need to get rid of the tricks because of Ragnarok. So you need to keep them in the hand.
Who is the worst... Who would be the best counter into Loki?
Who's the best counter into Loki?
Yeah.
I mean, I think Moon Knight's
Most consistent counter.
Moon Knight's definitely got to be up there, I would think.
He is like number 2. He's number 2.
Yeah.
Because there are turns he's con shoot, but then there's turns he's defense. So like that's both really good.
Both are really
Most
good.
consistent counter would be Aridin.
Eesh.
He's adding +1 to every card you give him. And
solo melee into a bunch of sidekicks.
thank you for the 5 that gives me no damage because I have my scheme active.
Right.
So that's the most consistent. Like I have 3s on defense, 4s on defense, 5s on offense that don't hurt me if I have my scheme up, which is what I'm going to save it for. And
massive modified attacks.
And then I've got modified attacks to hit over your stuff. So that's pretty cool. Khonshu, huge counter. Moon Knight is. So let me read you the list of things. So because what happens is if you're beating him down, like if you're beating him down, he can't stay.
But he also has a lot of card draw.
A good amount of card
I think
draw.
Loki actually has a decent amount of card draw. And card recovery that he can hang.
So I'm gonna read you the list of fighters that I think counter
him. Okay.
I don't have notes next to them, so I don't know why they counter, but there's reasons why they counter. And
Tomoe,
so we can figure
talked
it out.
about feels like a pretty good
The
one.
first one I wrote down, which is interesting, is Oda Nobunaga. Oh, I know why.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting flanked, so that you're getting +1.
Immediately pinned, you can't stop it.
And oh man, you can't really you can't.
You can't move yourself ever. You
can move the opposing fighter, move the hero
adjacent to you. If you're in a tri spot or a 2 spot,
you can't actually get out.
You can't get out of the pin.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. That's a bad start, isn't it? Right? Oda Nobunaga, hard
counters Loki, and it's also not like Loki can just get out of it. Also, thank you for the extra attacks for the guards to attack with.
Exactly.
That are modified,
and they're gonna hurt
Oda, who doesn't
hitting
care.
You with 5s and dealing Oda damage.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
That's very cool.
All right. So Oda Nobunaga, Leshy,
Hamlet.
I wonder if Handbone's down here.
Dude, Handbone might be in there. That's actually not bad.
No, because he can't take the 2 damage. He can't take the 2 damage.
Yeah, you're right.
But
he's not for 6 though.
So Leshy's cool. It's the same. They're just like big hits.
We actually ran that a couple times, and it felt, or not a couple times. We ran it. Did we run it twice?
Okay. I don't remember.
We ran it at least once, and it felt very Leshen favored.
Yeah, it's so Leshen favored.
It felt very Leshen favored.
So Loki's weaknesses, right? It is somebody that avoids auto damage. So that would be Titania, that would be
Aridin, Moon Knight,
Khonshu, and that would be Aridin. And is there anybody else?
No, but like people who heal a lot, like Sattler, would even benefit from something like that.
Sure. And then it'd be people with multiple sidekicks.
Right.
He can't deal with it. You're having to throw your 0s into him. You're having to throw cards you don't want to throw to kill a sidekick.
Right.
He can't deal with it well. Cards that heroes that modify their attacks. He doesn't like it. He can't handle it.
So Houdini, dude.
Yeah. He has feints, but like people that are throwing big, those +2s and stuff. Because here's why. Here's why. The biggest reason is because of that purple 2 he has. One of the biggest reasons. Purple 2 he has is let me trade our values. That does not work. When you trade those values, now it's just one card, 2 copies. But I do think that's a big deal. And then you're also giving him 6s or 5s or 8s or 7s. right? With his, when you give him the 4, he's gonna thank you. That's just another massive attack I can throw. So he's got like significant weaknesses across the board in multiple areas.
Yeah, you have to be careful if you're giving cards, if you're giving the tricks to people who would benefit from playing. I mean, we've said it already, but like, you really have to time it so that the person benefits from playing the trick the least. That hurts them the most to play it.
InGen, another multi-health or multi-psychic, Wukong multi-psychic, Electro multi-psychic, Moon Knight, Aridin, Titania, and then I got question mark here, Black Panther. I think it actually would be possibly a counter because of what
honestly,
we talked about.
yeah,
taking your tricks feels good.
Taking your high boost
and then
values.
massive boost values. It would be awesome. Like every card I take from you is at least a 2.
Also, Loki would really struggle to kill Shuri.
Yeah, you just put her behind. Just put her. Well, you could place her next to you, but it's still like
You can't place her next to you. Just place the opposing fighter's hero. I'm thinking it's
no. Any fighter.
Place any fighter adjacent to you.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But it was still he would struggle though.
But still, it's not. It's still
Houdini.
Yep, we talked. Yeah, I talked about that.
Annie Christmas with that +2. Beowulf question mark.
Yeah. Honestly, you're getting Grendel.
Grendel.
He has a lot of 4 value attacks.
No healing for you have 6 healing for Loki. So you could work.
You have healing for Bayo too, though.
And then Wiggy could just tank all day, like
Wiggy could tank all day.
all day.
Bayo can smack.
You might have to
Big.
throw like, you might have to throw your big old attacks into Wiggy to kill him.
Bayo can out fatigue Loki.
These are all hypothetical,
too.
right? Out fatigue.
That's the other thing we noticed too, is that Loki.
Because you're giving him cards to play,
You're giving people cards to
and
play.
he has the health pool to take, and he's like, please, I want. Oh wait, the other thing was fighters that want to take damage. So your Annie Christmases, your Beowulfs,
Chupacabra.
fighters that like, please, I need to take damage. I need to get down to that. That's awesome.
Dude, Achilles.
So Achilles, he's
Actually, probably pretty good.
Achilles is the one that I think it's gonna be 50-50 because
You can make it
has
so
the
Pat will
+2.
never die.
but Pat doesn't want to throw those red 4s.
Because they're hurting Achilles.
Like hurting Achilles. And what you do exactly right, you keep Pat alive forever.
Yeah, it
Until
will be
the end.
very difficult for Pat
Until
to
the
die.
end. So you keep him alive, you don't kill him, and you make him play these 4s that are hurting Achilles. It's interesting.
Or
It's
if you're like
interesting.
attacking with the 4 into whoever, you just make them play like skirmish on defense, and then it's like that's big Achilles attacks later that you're removing.
Right. And you can take out the recursion potentially.
Right. You can't.
Can
You can't take out the recursion. Oh, but you know what you could do? You attack Pat
Right.
towards the end,
And then you bring if you bring the recursion.
well, normally they play the recursion.
Right.
You take the recursion out, and you
out.
kill Pat with a
Exactly.
with a feint
and then
or
they
something.
lose it random discard. Hopefully
Yeah.
take, yeah.
I was thinking about that earlier
you go.
today. I was like, huh, that's interesting.
So
That'd be a
Achilles,
fun one to
Achilles
run.
is actually interesting.
Kinda
Can be close. Raptors hard counter.
Yeah, dude. My gosh.
King Arthur. I have him as a counter.
What?
Let's think about why.
No.
I believe so. I
He
think
just boosts every attack?
because meaty potato King Arthur with 18 health
Can boost
doesn't
those
care.
4s.
Give Merlin ranged 4s that he can throw all day.
Yeah.
Arthur just tanks. I
You
don't know.
the max value that Loki can attack for.
Now, will
at all
I
times.
choose King Arthur in this matchup? No. Heck no.
No.
But on paper could it work? I think so.
I don't know. I do think
I want to try it.
Loki, while we said Loki can have difficulty fatiguing, I think there is a world in which Loki can, play a fatigue game, potentially.
It keeps going. Ready?
No, it's not. You can't play fatigue Loki if they're playing the tricks. That's the thing.
Yeah.
If they're playing the tricks, you can't play fatigue Loki. If they're discarding the tricks, maybe fatigue Loki.
Right. So what you do
Still
is
maybe not.
here's what you do. Is Loki's draw a card up on the top, then you play your blue 3. If it's not the draw card, or like it's a bad card, yes, play that. Like I think the draw would be the best one, right?
I
If
always got that whenever I would ever occur. I would always get malicious flighting, which is the draw 1 or 2 cards, depending on if they played a trick. It's actually not bad for like just trying to run down people. It's a boost 3.
Right. No, yeah, it's not a bad card. It's just like that would be.
But it is pushing them
one of
closer
the
to
worst
fatigue.
ones, exactly.
It is one of the worst cards to get.
So then Yanenga is a counter.
Right, she doesn't care.
She doesn't care.
She'll give it to her archers.
Yep.
That's so broken.
And it's any, so it's ranged.
Yeah.
So pretty cool. A lot of auto damage, which will be helpful. And then she can pop off with her actions.
Yeah, Loki's going to be one of those fighters that I think a lot of people are going to pick. And they're going to get... I think his win rate is going to be very low.
I agree. There's too many good fighters. Luke Cage is a counter.
We ran that, yeah. That was really good for
I
Luke.
think he's a counter. Genie, I believe, is a counter.
Yeah,
So action gain is another thing. Like, he doesn't have enough defenses. I believe that...
Loki actually has the most defenses of any fighter in BO3. But it's still not enough.
I'm saying I don't think he has like some high blocks. He's got good cards. Mm-hmm. But his whole thing is he's like Little Red. He wants options. He wants to be able to dictate when he plays his card at the time he needs to play the certain card. And so if you're aggressing him, and he's having to play cards suboptimally, he's not going to win that game. I would think. So I think the high aggression fighters can.
Genie will be interesting. I do think it's going to be. I don't know if Genie counters.
Also discard. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what my thought process was here, but I believe it's the action game because
it's going to really hurt Genie to play.
Coming.
It's going to really hurt Genie to play the tricks. That's the only thing that I can think is that playing those red fours. Hurts.
I remember why. I'll discard your tricks for the action game.
And give them back to you?
Mm-hmm. Who cares?
I guess it depends. I mean, Loki playing the trick is really good usually.
I don't know.
I mean, it is interesting. It's giving you free action gain.
Let me discard your red 4 back to you.
Sure, it's not a defense.
And then I'll attack you 3 times. And then you got a red 4. You're gonna draw.
The other thing is the yellows are. The Loki schemes are really good into Genie because it's very risky. Loki has a chance to pull one of your wishes if you're not careful. And so a lot of times I think those yellow schemes of Loki's will just sit in Genie's hand. Because Genie's like, I have to wait to play it because I have 2 wishes in my hand and I can't have him choose one for me to discard. Or actually, I can't just play his yellow scheme. And so Loki will be a move 3 or move 4.
Right. He also gets the 3 block. He gets the defense. It's his highest block, which would be a 3. So he gets 2 of his highest blocks ever. He gets a 2 that could become a 4 if he plays it on offense. With his
and he sets his value to
4.
It heals Loki for 3.
He's probably not a counter case. Genie sucks, but I do think he could win the game.
I do think Genie.
It might be like 50-50.
Genie. I think it's probably 50-50. I think Genie could absolutely win,
which is interesting. And I think he could pretty much. I could see him definitely catching Loki with no hand and then just doing the 12 combo on him.
Yeah.
And at that point you can just go, who cares? I'll throw my attacks into you with those 4s.
Dude, you know what actually be wild? You let Loki put tricks in your hand. You wait for the Ragnarok to when you have like 3 or more tricks, and you play prisoners.
Dude.
So you time prisoners, you get like 11 cards off prisoners, and then you just kill Loki.
The move.
Yeah.
He does hard counter.
I don't know about hard. That's hard. It's still hard to line up, but it's not
that hard.
It's not that hard. As soon as you have like 3 or 4 tricks. You got
3 tricks in your hand. You just start prisoning. That's cool.
It's kind of cool.
But now, hopefully you didn't miss the window. Hopefully they're not like buried, and he's just like attacking you with these crappy cards, and you're dropping prisoners. Like, oh no, it's over.
Oh no.
No.
That's what I'm saying. It's not guaranteed, but it's like
it's an interesting matchup though.
I mean, you could bait out a Ragnarok and draw like, 9 cards off of it.
Last 2, Doctor Strange, and Yennefer and Triss. Actually,
Yennefer.
No. Can you throw a trick as She-Hulk?
No, I don't think so. You're throwing it for 0 boost. Can you throw a Voyage of Sinbad's?
They're not in your hand.
That's so true.
You can't boost with them, but you're not boosting with it.
So you're just getting...
I'm throwing this at you. Oh, didn't you deal any damage? You probably can't do it. I would guess that you can't throw...
There's also no point in doing that.
What do you mean there's no point in doing it? Of course there's a point in doing it. I don't have to take the damage.
But
I'm getting
then you're
ready-
giving him another card that he can put on top of his deck.
No, you're not. You're not discarding it. I guess when you're throwing it, are you
Yes.
Okay, never mind then. You're right. Okay, never mind. Scratch that. In my mind, it was like
You're playing it?
Right. You're playing it as the throwing.
No, you're discarding it
You're
to
right.
do
You're
the
right. Thank you.
Battle
Thank you. Okay, but the last two are Doctor Strange and Yennefer Interest.
Yeah. That's a lot of counters.
A lot of counters.
A lot of
I haven't.
not super high tier counters either. A lot of high tier counters.
Right.
But also a lot of not super
just
high tier.
random low tier fighters.
Dude, you know what would actually be wild? The sisters.
Okay, walk me through it.
Sisters can pin him.
Mm-hmm.
They can draw cards.
You can choose who's going to take the 2.
You can
when
choose
throw
who's
the
going to
4.
take the 2.
That's cool.
You can action gain,
Action game.
modify your values.
Mm-hmm.
You can pricking into Ragnarok. You can heal and draw to keep up.
Right.
I think sisters are counter Loki too, dude. I think, and honestly, they welcome the tricks. They're like, thank you for more cards that we can play.
Uh-huh. Right.
And I think the 4s don't hurt them very much because
And their health pool is
their health
huge.
pool is actually really
really
big.
huge.
So, yeah.
That's cool. Now they would be the fighters that have to play. Oh no, you said pricking the Ragnarok?
Dude, you just let them have the tricks, and then you just say,
Yeah.
I think this is Ragnarok. Boop,
Yeah.
and you dealt. One of their sisters dies, but then you dealt so much
Wow.
damage back to Loki.
That'd be fun. That'd be really fun.
Yeah.
All right, comments. Thanks guys for hanging out with us. I hope you guys appreciate it. That's just like we're.
That was so much fun.
Can you hear how excited we are about this?
We
guys?
talked for 2.5 hours.
This set is so good. We are in love with this set. It's fun to think through. It's fun to play. It's fun to look at. Maps. We gotta talk about maps real quick. How much? You have time to keep talking for a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. All right, we're gonna talk map because it is important. It's important.
Well, one of them is.
Both of them are important.
Yeah, okay.
I think Venice is actually a sneaky important map.
Okay. Walk me through it.
It is, first off, arguably one of Blackbeard's best maps.
It is really good. It's very good for corralling.
It's so good for corralling. And there's a lot of fighters that want to corral.
Widow.
You get center stage here, right? And then you just stop them from leaving.
It is almost.
All you need are 2 fighters to actually, yeah. If I mean, ideally, right? You write this. There you go. Now you're with me.
It's
All
almost
it takes is a
Soho.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2. A move 3 range. InGen going first.
Yep.
Medusa going first.
Dude, Medusa on this map is actually
Disgusting.
bonkers because you get here,
You put a little guy here.
you go there,
Right, sure. Sorry. Yeah. There you go. Perfect.
and you're just ping, 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 ping.
Ping, 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 ping. All day. So
Dude, there's actually that's
So this
that's
is a really
totally
good,
fair.
really good corral map, and it's a move 4 center with just a lot of little channels, and it's hard to get away. I like that it has a pocket. It's a safe space for
the one
for anybody
safe
melee.
space.
Right, it's one safe space, but it has a nice pattern. So like, okay, so if you're from here, you can single maneuver to there for
Yeah.
safety, or you can double maneuver to there for safety. So there's certain little paths you can take. Going second on this map feels really bad. Going first feels really good, and it's beautiful. It's just a really pretty map. It's Venice. All right, next one.
That is a really pretty map.
This is a very important map.
This is a meta shifting.
This is the map that's going to be when a map is introduced that is like added to the permaban list. That's a fun map. So move 3 center, guys. Your center's here.
I don't know about added to permaban, but it is going to be like a meaning. It's going to be on the top band maps. It's going to be up there with Solomon's.
The way it works, in my opinion, is you're either banning a big map or you're banning a small map.
Yeah.
Almost like you're
99%
it's like you're
of
either
the time.
banning for like anti melee or anti range or tight or big, right? There's like
Right.
there's certain niches. This would become an instant ban for. Well, actually, you know what? There's this part here. There's a part up there where it does kind of change. So let's say we got 2 fighters. but it's a really good map. So I think this is, where is it at? Where am I looking for? We got into a rhythm at one point. You can't stop here. No one can end here, because then they go to there.
What are you talking about? This is turn 1?
I don't know, I'm trying to remember. There's like a cadence with the movement of the map where.
Oh. Where like, I think it was.
No, it's up here. It's up here. It has to do with being 3 away, 4 away.
Oh,
kind of thing.
Right.
It's this. I think it's like this. So if I'm up here, how does this work? If I'm over here, let's just say, okay, let's start thinking about it. If you're here, you come in to attack me, right? I maneuver, and then maneuver again. So now you're
4 away.
And then you're 4 away again. I think maybe something like that, maybe, where it's just like if you double maneuver, you're always getting away from them. But it was like this space here. That's right, guys. If I think of it, I'll post like a post about it. It was something unique, having to do with like this spot, and I totally forgot about it. If you know what I'm talking about, put it in the chat. This map's great. Move 3 center right there. There's an interesting thing that happens, and you know it when you're playing it, but I forget it as soon as the game's over. And it's this where, like, are you attacking? What's your favorite? Do you want to be attacking here? Do you like to be attacking here? Like if you're Chupacabra, you know, like it's you have these choices. Do you want to be attacking and then leaving? Because if so, then you want to be in this space here, right? I'm saying Blackbeard. All right, I go there, I attack, I'm out of here. Sweet, I'm gone. Now he's there, looking like a chump. That's a beautiful thing. If you are both just going hard and you're just trying to swing all day at each other, then it turns into this weird like okay, now let's say Trooper attacks, right? But he wants to keep fighting.
You can do this weird
You go
thing.
boom, and then he goes boom, and then you just go in again, and like you just do this like little dance. It's a weird thing that could keep happening if you wanted to. I think something really to think about are the moments where it's like you don't want them to attack you again. So the best kind of thing would be like, I don't want to attack here because at the end of my turn he'll be there. He can attack me, right? Mm-hmm. I don't want to be here. You can attack me. I could be here. Be great. I could be here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be anywhere else. Otherwise, you can attack me again. So like, be thinking about where is he moving next, and then like that's so nice. That's such a nice spot to be. And of course, if you see your opponent there, then don't go up and I guess you could. Like, it's all about it favors the attacker. That's what this does. This favors the attacker.
Yeah, it does.
Easiest way to say
It just gives you more options, more follow-up attack positions.
I really like it. It's very simple.
And like, there's some cool ways you can do it though on defense as well. Like, you know, if you are
Is that a pirate pun?
arg, you're here, you know, if you force them to attack you from like this position, then you can attack them and then go here and then voila, and then now they cannot get to you.
Right. Yeah,
So,
making your opponent end on there, it's fun.
is really cool.
Yeah, and there's a lot of fighters that can do that kind of movement thing, which would be fun to do. Like Titania will love this map probably. Like,
Oh, dude,
I'm gonna love you over there, and I'm gonna walk over here, and I'm gonna love you
You're
again,
gonna push you over there.
and then I'm gonna walk over here, and then you're gonna push at the end of your turn over there, and
Now you're a
that'd be
million
actually really
miles
cool.
away. I've done some fun stuff with Pandora too. It's just like you use Zeus's Mischief sometimes to just draw 2 cards,
Pandora
push them
loved
away.
this map.
This is maybe Pandora's best map.
Yeah, she really liked it. Cool. All right, guys. Speaking of maps, have you seen the Yukon update? I did. The Yukon, it's cool. Yukon 2.0. It's not replacing Yukon, but it is. It adds 2 paths to get rid of the death loop. And
That's cool.
yeah,
I know exactly where they would go.
yeah.
I haven't looked at it.
And they're good. I don't know. I asked Justin about it actually, and he's like, it's not replacing it. They're never gonna like send like a thing saying, "Hey guys, no longer use this thing."
Yukon.
Yeah, they're
use
never
your
gonna say
Sharpie marker to draw.
I was thinking about it, but like I don't want to. Maybe I'd do like a dotted line.
You could do dotted lines there and say sometimes.
Hey, do
it's
you want to
on,
play with it or
sometimes
not?
it's
Yeah, we
not.
can just kind of do it. So, yeah, but this looks pretty cool. And then there's the other maps that they had on there for the battle boxes thing. All right, rate the set out of 10.
10.
Yeah, 10.
I think it's the best one. Like all around.
All around, it's such a good set.
And the fighters might not be on average quite as strong as Tales to Amaze or even maybe BOL2 or Realms Fall.
They are
But,
more fun.
They're definitely more
And
fun.
there's more choice.
And the fact that they're not so overtuned makes them a little bit more fun.
Exactly.
They're not just like, oh, you make one mistake and all of a sudden they're just gonna like boom destroy you,
Right.
you know, like Tesla.
Right.
Or
It's the same level of creativity and choice as slings and arrows without hurting your brain. Slings and arrows hurt your brain sometimes.
Sometimes,
The sisters
really
hurt your brain. Really fun. But
I want
they
to
hurt
play
your
them
brain.
right now.
I want to play Shakespeare right now. But they're stronger.
Yep.
And super fun.
And like props for picking cool characters.
Also,
Like Blackbeard's cool.
right, cool characters.
Loki's cool.
Yeah, Chupacabra's cool.
Chupacabra's cool.
I didn't know I'd like Pandora, but I like her. It's 2 maps. 2 maps, 4
Yeah,
fighters.
that's amazing.
It's amazing.
Classic Battle of Legends style. Except
it.
for Battle of Legends
Yeah.
2.
And all the fighters can be... Never mind. Can be played in competitive play, but I was like, oh no. Pandora is the Hamlet, but she... Dude, Hamlet, Pandora would be
so
a
much-
fun matchup.
She is so much better than Hamlet, though.
She should be.
Yeah, but she could also get kind of...
Is he famous? I can't remember.
He is, but he can end your turn.
Doesn't matter.
He's so dead, dude.
He'd be so dead.
He's so dead. As soon as she gets a good
She
turn.
goes, oh, cool, 8. You're like, oh, I blocked for 3.
I blocked for 2. You can't look at my hand.
Okay, all right.
Good grief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomoe is actually interesting on this map.
Ooh,
So let's look back.
dude.
Let's go back.
Yes, Tomoe's wild. Like, think about this, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Out of your zone. Boom.
Yep.
Out of your zone.
Yep. Now, once you get into here, it's less crazy.
I guess
Oh, no.
you're-
No, watch this. Watch this. They go there, and you go, okay, anywhere in here, and you have to leave my zone.
And then you take one.
That's cool. So if they ever get on the treadmill, you just go, okay.
You know what you do? You
up?
skirmish them to the end of the treadmill.
You walk to center stage and just say, okay, I'm going to shoot you forever. And if they
Is this move to center
Dude,
range?
watch this, dude. You're so right. Watch this. Ready? Tomoe's right there. Okay, Tomoe's right here. You go. Oh, I'm gonna outsmart you. I'm gonna go here. And then they attack you. And you go. Okay, cool story,
Then
bro.
you walk away.
Wait, where's the? Oh, sorry, they already moved out of the thing. Damn, they did outsmart you. Son of a gun. They did it. So then you just wait. I guess you just keep shooting them until they go down to here.
Well, then I would say, honestly,
we figured it out, guys.
They
That's it.
outsmarted you, but then you attack them twice, and now they're no longer adjacent to you.
Right. Yeah. And then they have at some point they do have to leave. They're like, oh dang it, I gotta walk.
Now I can't just like stand
So
next to
and they just prolong it. They're like, no, I'm never gonna do it. I'm gonna be bold.
and then they die because they can't attack her because they're melee.
Dude, I love Tomoe. She's so good. Unmatched is too good. Unmatched is too good.
Oh my gosh.
Unmatched is too
I
good.
hate her ability so much. It's so good.
Thank you guys for watching. This was our. I feel like we did a good job covering it. We covered a lot.
We talked about a wide variety of things.
A wide variety. We talked about pros, cons, counters,
Similar fighters.
similar fighters. We didn't really talk about them on the maps. Yeah, we did. Chupa loves this map, guys.
We preemptively ranked them.
Uh,
Don't like quote us on this, I guess. I mean, you can, sure.
Right,
But,
right. These are kind of hot takes.
tentative ratings.
Everything's going to change with time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have them. So mine again. Just a recap. My rankings. What are your rankings? Grab your stuff.
I don't know where Pandora is for me.
So
I'm just gonna give the tiers because the tiers kind of all bleed together. There's so many fighters. At
It's
this
so
point.
confusing. Nobody knows the numbers. So my ranking is this: Blackbeard at 17, which I think is very good. That's below It's below here. I'll just give you the whole thing, guys. Ready? Get your pens out. This little sneaky thing for you. I'm gonna go down the row. I'm just gonna go down, and I you know what? I don't care if it's wrong. I'm sure there's a lot that I disagree with. Electro, Sherlock, Strange, Golden Bat at number 4. Do I actually agree with that? I don't know if I do, but I got him at 4. Aridin at number 5. I think I'd take Aridin over Golden Bat there. That's fine. Yenenga. No, I don't like her there, but that's fine. We'll keep her there. Bigfoot, Medusa, Yennefer, She-Hulk, Jill Trent. Too high. I probably should drop her. Tesla, Wukong.
Whoa.
Tesla's too high. A little bit too high. Wukong can go. Wukong could go to
Jill
11.
Trent's definitely too high.
Jill Trent's not definitely too high, but she's a little too high.
You think Jill Trent's better than Wukong?
No. I just moved up Wukong to 11 and then dropped Jill Trent to like, I don't know, 16. Houdini, Tomoe, Titania, Blackbeard at 17. Siri. I am at a loss for Siri. I don't play her enough. I don't think she's this good, but I don't know where to put her. And so for now, she's at 18. I got to play her more. But I don't think she's there. Moon Knight, she could be there. Dude, that Unicorn Ally. It all comes down to Unicorn Ally. Moon Knight, Luke Cage, Achilles, T-Rex, Little Red, Sinbad, Loki, 24. Blackbeard, Philippa, Ancient Lesson, Chupacabra, 29. Triss, Sattler, Sisters, Dracula, Muldoon, Geralt, Black Panther, Daredevil. Daredevil should be higher. Genie, Anti-Christmas, Raptors, Winter Soldier, Ghost Rider, Shakespeare, heck yeah, Pandora, 44, and there you have it. And then the rest of the fighters are the rest of the fighters. What you got?
I'm not gonna do what you just did.
You don't have to.
But right now, I think after our
give
discussion,
a tier, give the best fighter, worst fighter, and then
Sure, in the tier?
give us some understanding of where the fighters are at.
Okay, in my high mid, I have 3 fighters in high mid currently, but I think Loki is gonna change his position after our discussion.
Okay, dropping or
Dropping.
Okay.
Probably. I mean, until we can test out the theory of
right can
he play without his tricks until the end.
right.
But yeah, so right now, high mid, top of high mid for me is Luke, and the bottom of my high mid is Raptors. Raptors for me are
So high, way
Yeah.
too high. But go on.
I mean, dude, we can have a
Is
discussion.
this your tier of fun, or what are we talking
No,
about?
no, I do think Raptors are better. Are yeah, I don't know. They're hard to argue with. And then the 3 fighters that are in there are Loki and Blackbeard and Chupra. They're all in high mid right now. I think they're all competitively viable and solid, and are B, I would say at least.
Cool.
They're all above Widow, and they're all below Achilles and Luke and Jill. And
Cool.
Moon Knight.
Yeah, I like that.
And then I have Pandora currently in low mid. She's currently at the very bottom of low mid. That could change. She is a little bit above Beowulf and Annie, or not, a little bit above Beowulf and Alice and Shakespeare. And then a little bit below Winter Soldier and Bloody Mary and Miss Marvel.
I like it. I think it feels right. Yeah. Yeah, cool. Very cool.
She's number 40 something, high 40s.
Okay.
Mid to high 40s.
Sweet.
Not sure.
Yeah, thank you guys. This had a good stream. Yeah, it was a fun one. Thanks for hanging out with us. And this was
It was fun.
this is fun. All right.
Let us know your thoughts.
Yeah, put them in the comment. Hey guys, like and subscribe. Are you subscribed? Only 20% of our. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea what those numbers are. Just subscribe, guys.
I think 100% of our viewership are probably subscribed. I don't know if that's good or bad.
It did say it was it's here are your most popular videos for your returning subscribers, and it was I was our subscriber count's 1,200 something, and this video got 1,200 subscribers watching it. It's all of them.
All of them watch it.
They all watch it.
Hey, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that for us, honestly.
Heck yeah.
Devoted,
I would. It's
Unmatched.
It's what's that called?
You know what it is? It's almost the entire Unmatched player base.
Yeah.
Active UM League player base.
Yay! No. If you want to know what that is, it's thousands.
It's
active on the UM.
active UM League
Maybe.
players.
Yeah, maybe.
I think total that are in it is over 2,000.
Nice.
But people that are still in it.
Any hoozle. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing. And that's Oaktown. This is your captain signing off. We'll see you in the next video. By the way, I believe that video will be finally me talking about Dice Tower Convention. And I believe it's going to be a solo stream on maybe like Tuesday night. That's the plan. I'll let you guys know. Tuesday night, solo stream.